What up, Listo?
What's up?
I gotta tell you something that I've never told you before.
What?
Did you know that I know somebody who made the Twisted Metal television show?
Who?
A guy that I went to high school with.
Actually?
Yeah. They actually called me up and asked for my permission, and I had to sign off on some papers for them to use my likeness as a character in the show.
Be quiet, you're not being real.
Yeah.
No, you're lying.
Yeah, they made a character after me.
No, you're not. No.
You know which one it is?
Who?
Mr. Slam!
No, it's not Mr. Slam.
Welcome to the show, Mr. Father-Son vibe. Listo and Corpse, yeah, we're keeping it alive. Talking movies, board games, video game grind. Two minds combined, sharp wit intertwined. Listo Corpse, where the convo's a feast. From the classics to the new, we're the beauty and the beast. Grab a seat, hit play, let the banter increase. Father and son, we unleash the unleashed. Corpse got the wisdom, the dad jokes galore. Listo bringing heat, young blood never a bore. Controllers and hand dice hitting the floor. Breaking down the lore, always coming back for more. From the screen to the table, we dissect and explore. Hidden gems and blockbusters, legends and the lore. Press start, roll the dice, open up the next door. Father-son duo, never hear you yell and snore. Corpse got the deep cuts, Listo keeps it fresh. Opinions fly sharp like a cinematic sketch. Talking plot twist, Easter eggs, what to digest. A podcast, the quest, every topic gets addressed. Listo Corpse, where the convo's a feast. From the classics to the new, we're the beauty and the beast. Grab a seat, hit play, let the banter increase. Father and son, we unleash the unleashed.
Yeah, you ready to record the new podcast?
Welcome to the ListoCorps Podcast, the Father-Son podcast, where we talk about whatever we want. Movies, video games, board games, you name it. Every episode we have one focused topic, but we also talk about everything else that we've been up to. This week we are talking about season 1 of the television show
Twisted Metal and the game Twisted Metal.
the very first Twisted Metal video game from 1995 for the PlayStation. Old school, that is right. But before that, what is going on in the life of Listo?
Hockey tryouts.
Hockey tryouts, that's all that's on your mind right now,
That's
isn't
what
it?
we're waiting for right now, is to see what the email is.
We are currently waiting for an email. Listo is first year U11 and tried out for the top tier teams. We're at the last tryouts, the very last team, or else it's house league. A lot of good players out there today.
Yeah.
And who knows what's going to happen, hey?
Yep.
But either way, just the fact that you made it this far in the tryouts means that you are in the top 38.
Top 25, probably.
Top 25.
About top, 30.
Top 30. Well, technically top 38 forwards in the U11 division out of
80.
73.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really good, especially for a first year U11. So who knows what'll happen, if we'll get that email or not tonight, but either way, super proud of you for how hard you've been skating, how good you did, and you made it to the final tryout, so that right there is pretty impressive, I must say. Besides that, you're back in school?
Yeah.
How's that been going?
Good. Normal.
You had the Terry Fox run today?
Yeah.
How's that?
1.
What'd you place in that?
6.
6th place?
Yeah, because I tripped. That's the only reason I got 6th. I would have got 5th.
Yeah.
Probably would have got 4th, actually, if I didn't trip.
fall baseball season is in full swing. Much better team than our spring team.
Way better.
Way better. Yeah, we're doing pretty good there. That's having fun. And we got a holiday coming up here right away.
Saturday we're going to Arizona.
Going to Arizona, baby. And, what else? Anything else you want to talk about? I'm trying to think.
Video games that we've been playing.
Video games. There's a video game that has been taking the youth by storm and rotting their brains. Literally, like, every kid is playing this game and talking about it.
On Roblox.
Constantly. Let's hear about this game.
It's called Steal a Brain Rot. So there's this red carpet and there's this little portal thing. So there's this, brain rot that walks out the portal every time.
What's a brain rot?
Just a brain rot. Italian brain rot.
Italian brain rot. They're those weird words you heard kids saying that don't seem to make any sense, but each one of them is a character, right?
Chada.
Right.
Him.
I gotta say, I always tried to, I remember when I was a kid, and kids would be interested in things, and parents would be like, that's dumb. Like, oh, don't do that. Why do you like that? Why do kids like that? And I've always tried to not be that guy. But this game, I feel like I'm that guy. I feel like I'm officially old, out of the loop with the kids, because I think this game looks horrible.
It is the funnest game ever. So there's, a bunch of other people on the server, right? And there's, the brain rots that come down. There's a thing called the brain rot god. Pretty rare, about 65% chance the brain rot god's gonna spawn. And about, a secret, not even close, 2%.
So, to explain the game, you're in a room, right?
You're in not a room. You're just in, this island. There's a bunch of bases.
It's walled in, though.
No, it's not. It's not walled in at all. It's not walled in.
Okay, so I haven't played this game, but I watch you play it. You're walled into this room, and you all have, these bases that have bars on them.
Yes, but
everyone has their own base in this room. And in the middle of the room is a conveyor belt with these characters called Italian brain rods that are going down the conveyor belt. And you pick the ones that you want and collect them and put them in your base.
And they make you money.
They generate you money. Depending on how rare they are, you get more money for more rare brain rots, right?
Yeah.
And you can go another... You have bars on your base, and there's a timer, and when the timer runs out, the bars disappear, and people can run into your base and steal your brain rots from you.
And there's this thing called... What's it called? Oh, there's this thing called Rebirth. Some of you guys know what a rebirth, some of you guys don't. So, if you click on this rebirth thing, you need a certain brain rot to rebirth. And so you get that brain rot, then you can rebirth. A rebirth means you get extra seconds and higher floors and more slots to put your brain rots in.
Yeah, so you can only collect a certain amount of brain rots, but then you can...
Rebirth.
Yeah, which makes your base an extra level on your base. So what's the max amount of levels you can have in a base?
3. I don't know, but I'm at 3 right now. I don't know how much.
And you can have 10 brain rots per floor?
9 brain rots per floor.
9 brain rots per floor.
So, bottom floor, 10. Top floor, 9. Because the top floor, so there's that, and then they have the door on the side. So you can't place any more things there. Or else people could just not even be in your base and they could grab a brain rot.
So, and if you don't run out of someone's base in time, then you get locked in their base until the timer runs out, right? And you can go up and whack someone if they're trying to steal brain rots from your base.
Yeah.
And then your brain rot goes back to your base.
Yes.
And so last time I checked, you had $219 billion.
Yeah, not that good.
And so what do you spend your money on?
Brain rots.
More brain rots.
Not really though. I buy this thing called you can buy stuff to help you hit people and stuff. There's this thing where when you get 3 floors, you get this thing called a body swap potion. And this is the smartest thing to do in the game when they have really good brain rots. So you go behind their base, place a trap behind their base, stand on top of the trap because it doesn't trap you but it traps other people. Then you body swap them when there's 1 second left on the clock. You body swap them. Then you Medusa stun them. They fall into the trap. They're trapped for 10 seconds. You steal the brain rot.
And you and your buddies, you guys make private servers so that you don't have randoms in your servers, and then you just steal brain rots from each other and yell at each other, and then you're not friends for a couple days.
Yeah. We kind of scam some people. So we go into like some game on Roblox. Doesn't really matter what game. Says, anyone want a free secret? So we add them. They join the server. And then they join. They have like good brain rots and stuff. One of us goes in the base. Then we grab their brain rot. Then he blocks them. Then we get the brain rot for free.
Because they bail, but their base is still...
No, their base is not still in because they got kicked from the server.
But you took the brain rot
before. But you still have the brain rot in your hands.
In your hands before they backed out.
Yeah.
Once they figure out what's going on, that you guys are actually being rude.
Yeah, once we told this guy like to grow garden, seal brain rot, have big battles. Grow garden sucks. I say that. There was like this guy one joined that time one joined, and so he joined and he had nothing in his base, right? So we told him to go buy a new beanie pizzanini. So he bought a new beanie pizzanini, and that's the worst brain on the game. And we did not get.
Oh man.
we got his base. Then we blocked him, and then he got kicked out of the server.
Wow, that's brain rot for you, and I don't know, man. This game just does not look appealing to me.
The worst thing that ever happened to me is when I was playing with my friends. They grabbed my secret brain rot. I whacked them, but as I whacked them, they kicked me from the server. So if you whack them and the guy's not on the server anymore, their brain rot is gone, disappeared forever. And I whacked them one time when I was getting like booted.
Yeah. I
whacked them and I lost it because of that. And once like I was selling something and my like brain rot turned invisible, and I was trying to collect my money, right? It said Square, so I clicked on Square and it said sell the brain rot for like a better brain rot. So I did it. I got a little card school. Then I sold it on accident. Like I was like collecting money and stuff like that. I went to sell the other thing, but it's so big it covers like both of them. So when I hold it down, it sold the car cool. And that's a really weird brain rot.
Oh my gosh.
Sad.
And this is what I've been listening to for the last couple weeks. You and your buddies, and that's what you guys all talk about when you get together. This is this game, and I just do not see it, man. But I mean, I guess if it's fun for the kids, it's fun for the kids. But
it's Tycoon. It's Tycoon like.
It's something else, all right. But, like when you guys all were into Fortnite, I actually thought Fortnite was a great game.
It is. It's
but
a really good game.
Italian Brain Rot, you won't catch me playing that one.
You play Roblox?
I have played some Roblox before. Like I like that it's just like a huge collection of different game modes and maps.
Remember when I first got Roblox and I was just playing this one game and it's called Barry's Prison Escape? Remember that game?
No. Oh yeah, the Prison Escape one.
That game was so fun.
Yeah, like
I tried it out the other day, and guess what? I beat the game in like 30 seconds because I was so good at it from the times.
So I get that. I get that, like, you can jump in all these different game modes, and it's a different game every time, and you can be creative. People can create their own games and all that kind of stuff. I think that's neat. The fact that you guys have all kind of zeroed in on this one particular game mode, and it's kind of just taken over is kind of crazy. But, I mean, kids will be kids if you guys... And I the fact that all your buddies and everyone are all playing the same game mode, that's probably a big part of it too. Because
the first time I started playing it, I literally thought a mythic was good. Like I would steal this thing called the cappuccino assassino. Some of you guys know, if you know brain rot. Some of you guys know that. It's cappuccino assassino. And so I grab it and it's like lava, right? I'm like, that's super rare. And I'm like, yeah, it's so rare when I first started. I'm like, oh, I have the rarest brain rot. I'm better than Adam. We would always compete with each other. And now...
it's all about the brain rot gods.
It's all about the secrets.
The secrets.
We're all... the first one to get... guess what we're doing? The first one to get a strawberry elephant, which is the rarest brain rot game. It's an OG. the person that gets it, the other person has to give them some 1,500 Robux.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm not gifting him 7,500 Robux because I'm winning this challenge.
So that's brain rot. And, well, I'm glad you and your friends have something that you like. On to other things. I'm not going to go into, like most episodes, I usually talk about all the movies I've been watching.
But he hasn't been watching any.
I have been watching movies, but...
We watched Weapons.
We watched Weapons.
Half of it.
I finished it. I knew you weren't going to finish it before we went on our trip, so I finished it.
What happened?
What happened in Weapons? First of all, Weapons is the second big film from director. I'm looking up right now. I don't remember the director's name. I just know he came on the scene with the movie a couple years ago called Barbarian, which was an awesome movie. It was kind of unlike any other movie I'd ever seen. It kept you guessing the whole time. It's almost like 2 or 3 different movies in one, and it just went completely insane and was super creepy and unpredictable. I thought it was awesome. And so when I heard that he had a new movie coming out called Weapons, I was on board right away. I'm like, okay, yeah, sold. I know this director. I'm going to watch this movie. And so I went into it completely blind.
I watched it with you.
You watched, it's over 2 hours long.
I watched the first hour.
Director's name is Zach Krager. This one is 129 minutes. And
that was one of the scariest movies I've ever watched. I was freaked out as heck.
Here's the synopsis. Last night at 2:17 a.m., every child from Mrs. Gandy's class woke up, got out of bed, went downstairs, opened the front door, walked into the dark, and they never came back. When all but one child from the same class mysteriously vanished on the same night at exactly the same time, the community is left questioning who or what is behind their disappearance. 3.7 on Letterboxd out of 5. What will I say about this movie?
I have a question. What happened? Because you finished it without me, and I was the dang creepiest man of this house. I was just the scariest man alive.
That creepy house? Yeah, so I guess I'll go right into it, I guess, because you want to know. So people at home, if you haven't seen Weapons yet, you'll probably either want to pause this and watch it, or skip ahead, or if you're not going to watch it, then here comes some spoilers. The movie, so for the first hour, there is some horror stuff mixed in there, but it's mostly a mystery.
What?
And it's told in a way where you fall. The words come up on a screen. It'll be like Anna, and then it'll show you. It'll follow just the character Anna, and like what goes on in her life following the events of all these kids leaving their houses and disappearing. And then she'll come across different people, and it'll say, what were the other characters' names? Erica. And then it'll follow Erica through the same day, and then it'll say
Annie.
Alex. And it'll follow the kid who is the only survivor. So it's told in kind of sections like that, where you get a different point of view of the same story. And then when you come across different characters, you're like, whoa, why is that guy doing that? And then all of a sudden it'll go and show that character story.
Wait, who's Alex?
He was the little kid, the only one from his class that didn't go missing.
Wait. I have a question though. So that guy that came was when that girl came out like and then jumped in like the trunk, then cut her hair off.
Yeah. So you find out as it goes on. So everyone hates this teacher because her whole class went missing. They all think she has something to do with it. Someone paints witch on the side of her car. And you find out after following someone else's story who it was that did that.
Who was it?
It was the dad of the one kid. He was the construction guy.
Oh, that was him that wrote the witch on the car?
Well, yeah, I remember he painted the one house, the door the wrong color, and then he was driving around with the red paint. So you're like, oh, he was the one that did that. It never shows him do it, but it kind of tells you without showing it. And then, so you find out this Alex kid, his aunt comes to visit, and she's either a witch or like a cultist. And she starts doing these like magic spells kind of with this twig where she can kind of like get people to turn into like zombies kind of that do whatever she wants. And then so she cuts off that one girl's hair and she ties around this twig, and then she snaps the twig and her little zombies go out and attack her. Remember that guy with the bulgy eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she turned him into a zombie, and he was married to another man, and he cuts off some of the husband's hair and wraps it around the twig, and then snaps the twig in half. So then the guy ends up attacking his own husband and like headbutting his face in on the ground. So it, like, whoever she makes you attack, like, you just run straight for that person no matter where they are. Like, you know, like somehow they know where they are and they go immediately to that person and try and kill them. So you saw the part where she was sleeping in the car and that girl came into her car and
I didn't see that. You made me close my eyes.
Well, she came outside all creepy looking and with a pair of scissors in her hand. I was like, this is gonna be nasty. And all she did was cut off a lock of that girl's hair.
That was a knife.
So then later on, she ends up wrapping the hair around a twig and snapping it, and then the principal, who is like zombified, goes and tries to kill that girl. And then you remember that one homeless dude?
Yeah.
He ends up breaking into that house of the creepy family.
Yeah, I remember that. I saw that.
That's where we stopped watching.
Yeah.
And he sees that all the kids are in the basement, and they're all zombified. And he goes and to tell that cop that beat him up. And so the cop chases him down, and he ends up stabbing him in the face with like 3 needles.
Who?
The homeless guy stabs the cop in the face with 3 dirty needles. And then he ends up telling him, I know where the kids are. And they go there, and then they zombify the cop. And then, so then the dad and the teacher, they end up following, because they all have the kids running away from their houses on video.
Yeah.
So they kind of draw like a line.
Yeah, I saw that. They were drawing lines.
Because they all run in a straight line, and all the lines intersect at that kid's house. So they go there, and they see the cops there, and they end up going inside and killing the cop and the homeless guy because they're zombies now. And then the little boy, Alex, goes and takes the ant's hair and wraps it around one of the twigs in her room, and he snaps the twig, and all the kids start chasing the crazy lady, like the crazy lady with the red hair, because he wraps her hair around a twig and snaps it, and all the kids all the kids that are zombified in the basement start chasing her, and they like rip her apart.
Like the auntie?
Yeah, the witch lady.
Yeah.
That's been doing it all, and they end up chasing her down, which was an awesome scene of all these kids just running like maniacs.
Naruto. They were Naruto running.
I thought the same thing. The way they run looks like Naruto, and Naruto running through like windows and like screen doors and walls, and like they're just smashing through everything. Really well filmed. There's a cool shot of like the camera's like right behind this one girl as she's like running through all the hallways and everything, and then they end up catching her and ripping her to shreds, and then everyone finds their kids, but they're still kind of zombified, and the movie ends. Yeah, that ending scene was the craziest part. The dude head smashing his husband's face in was nasty, and there's a scene, when the main girl is fighting like the cop who's zombified in the house. I think this scene was supposed to be one of the nasty ones, but she pulls out like a carrot or a vegetable peeler and starts like peeling his face with it. But he's a zombie, so he doesn't feel pain. So she's just like slowly doing it, and he's just not even reacting at all while he's trying to kill her. But yeah.
I have a question though. Does he have parents?
The The boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're zombified by the auntie. They're just sitting in the house, not moving ever, and he has to feed them like noodle soup all the time, every day, because they won't eat on their own. They just sit there all day long.
Because that was them sitting on the couch.
Yeah, that was his parents. And it showed their story, and they were just like a normal, happy family, and their house was normal and like nice and clean. But then when we see their house at the beginning, like the windows are all covered in newspaper, and it's dark and dusty and gloomy in there.
But how'd that happen though?
Because the aunt zombified them. She does some weird like ritual where she like puts blood in a bowl and rings a bell, and then it like zombifies people. Yeah. So I don't know. This movie, your mom's friends were all, "Oh, have you seen this? Have you seen this?" Because they always ask me for horror movie recommendations, and so they're like, "Did you see this one yet? You see this one yet?" And they're all like, "Yeah, it was crazy. I can't believe it." So I was kind of expecting it to be more nutso than what I got. Like, I mean, it does, from what I just explained, there are some crazy parts in it, but I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know. There's like, it's mostly a mystery, but there are like some crazy things that happen in it. But yeah, overall, I don't know. It's really well made. I like the way they tell the story. Acting is all great, and there is some nutso stuff that happens in it. I give it a 3.5 out of 5. I think it's a pretty good movie. It's not one of my favorites, but I'm glad I watched it. It was a good one-time watch.
Yeah, I have a question.
What do you got?
What was your favorite movie of 2025?
So far? Happy Gilmore.
Actually?
Probably.
Wasn't even that good.
I know. I don't have like a big like... Let me look. I got a list. I keep a list here. I don't have like a huge number one yet this year. I think...
I like that too.
There's a Toxic Avenger remake that should be coming out on VOD right away. And then there's another movie called something in Jimmy and Stiggs that I'm really looking forward to.
Funny?
There's another Predator movie coming out.
Yeah, I know that. But like right now that we've seen.
Yeah, right now.
Probably Superman.
Predator, Killer of Killers.
Yeah.
And Superman. Yeah, you nailed it. And then Happy Gilmore, 40 Acres, Warfare.
You liked Happy Gilmore? The best part was the end, where they chucked the golf clubs in the air. That was the best.
I just thought it was funny. Like, it was, I mean, it had its issues, but...
It wasn't a classic Happy Gilmore.
It made me laugh, so...
It wasn't a classic Happy Gilmore like usual, but still.
Yeah. That's the only movie I'll talk about today, because there's something else I want to talk about today.
What?
We went to Edmonton, the capital of Alberta, because we have family that lives up there. And when we go to these major cities, I like to go on the marketplace, swapping by. And my algorithm just recommends me all kinds of awesome stuff for super cheap. And so I bought a ton of cheap, old school video games. And a couple
other stuff.
And they have a really cool movie store there too called The Lobby, which is a DVD shop.
And we're not going to talk about much because I'm going to go grab all the stuff that we got and I'll bring it down.
We'll go up and talk about it. But yeah, so Marketplace and The Lobby shop are mainly where we got most of these purchases from. We're gonna reach into our bag because it's been a couple weeks and I just threw them all in a bag because I wanted to talk about it on the podcast, and so it'll kind of be like, oh yeah, I forgot I got this one kind of thing.
I don't even know what I got. I think I got one thing.
I don't know if you have it. Yeah, who knows? I mean, you can play anything that's in there.
I think I got like a magic card pack or something like that. I think I got like a magic card thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we went to that one comic shop and got some magic cards, didn't we?
Yeah. Maybe
at the end, I have a cool pack of magic cards we should check out. If we got time, we'll see. Yeah, let's go get the bag. All right, so we got this bag here. We're going to reach in. First game, though, before you grab anything, Listo. First one is one I've already started playing. It's the only one that's not in this bag right now.
He hates.
And it is Fantastic 4 for the PlayStation 2. PlayStation 2 came out in 2005 and has a 2.1 rating out of 5 on Backlogged.
And he hates this game.
I have played some of it. I've been watching Fantastic Four movies and playing the games. because of the new movie coming out, which we plan on doing an episode on. We're going to do the new Superman movie and Fantastic Four movie.
That movie was crazy good.
Plus some of the games. So I played the old school Fantastic Four game, and I'm playing the Superman Returns Xbox 360 game right now. So that'll be a fun episode when we get to it. So that's Fantastic Four for PS2.
I've been watching this game.
Okay, pull that out. What do you got next? The Toxic Avenger Part 3. Look at that. I just talked about how there's a Toxic Avenger remake coming out. And so there were 4 original Toxic Avenger movies that were put out by Troma. Kind of what made the man Lloyd Kaufman created Troma Entertainment back in the day. And he kind of really hit it big with the first Toxic Avenger movie, which got 3 sequels. It got a musical that went around, which I wish I had seen at some point. Who knows, maybe I will get to see it someday. As well as some comic books and a spin-off cartoon for kids called The Toxic Crusaders, and a Nintendo video game back in the day. So this is Toxic Avenger 3. Toxic Avenger 2 and 3 are kind of the 2 lower rated ones, but I like all 4 of them. They're not for everyone. They're definitely not for kids. But
I can watch it.
I don't know if I would let you watch these movies. They're pretty raunchy.
I don't care.
But this is the unrated director's cut. And I got this from the Lobby DVD shop in Edmonton. So glad I have Toxic Avenger 1 and 4 signed by Lloyd Kaufman. I met him at a horror convention in Calgary.
The HorrorCon.
HorrorCon, and I bought them off him,
I'm
and
sad we
he
didn't go to
signed
HorrorCon
them.
this year. I'm pretty sad. I really wanted to go.
Yeah, we missed out this year, didn't we? All right,
at least we went to Comic-Con.
What's next in there? Chappie. Chappie is a movie. Who is the director again? This guy's sweet. I like him. I can't say it. From the director of District 9.
I can say it.
Charlton Copley. I don't see it. What the heck's his name? I'm not right.
Talvi Tetula Valley, but that Tappy. I don't know.
That was terrible. Who the heck made Chappie? Okay, I gotta bring it up. Chappie, I've seen this movie. This is about a badass robot. How come I can't remember Chappie now? District 9, I loved. And that's when the actor Charlton Copley, that's the first time I saw him. And then he was also in, what's that first person shooter one? Hardcore Henry, which is a wicked movie as well. Yeah, Neil Blomkamp, that's the director's name. District 9 was the first movie I saw by him, and I loved that movie. Then we got Gran Turismo, which I never saw. Elysium, which is sweet too. It's about a guy that they make like robot suits for humans to give you like superpowers. You can jump high and stuff like that.
That guy looks like, what's his name? Terminator.
Kind of, but he's not a robot. He just wears a suit that is kind of robotic.
He looks like Terminator.
And then Chappie and Demonic.
Chappie?
I remember nothing about Demonic. I only gave it a 2.5 stars. And what did I say about it? Creature design was kind of cool, as well as the look of the dream world. Everything else was meh. So yeah, this one didn't really do it for me. But I'm still a Neil Blomkamp fan for sure. What did I say about Chappie? Did I rate anything?
Give people 10 out of 10 ratings. He's just not like that.
So Chappie, I gave 4 stars, which is really good for me, and I didn't leave any comment. But look at that. Look at him. That's Chappie right there, the robot.
Chappie's sick.
He's blinged out.
That one's got bling.
So we got Chappie from a movie store in Spruce Grove.
Oh, that's where we got it?
Yeah, but I remember it now. I remember we went there and I got 10 for 20 or something like that. So we got a bunch of movies in this box from there that we'll get across. What do we got next?
We have next. What the heck is that? Laser Blast.
Laser Blast. So this is another one from the Lobby DVD shop. Laser Blast. Let's look it up. I don't know why I grabbed this one. Michael Ray. The only movie this director ever made called Laser Blast. Look at this sweet alien on there.
That guy looks good.
Billy was a kid who got pushed around. Then he found the power. happy-go-lucky teen Billy Duncan discovers an otherworldly laser gun in the Southern California desert, making him the target of a pair of aliens who had recently executed its previous owner.
That sounds sick.
This is a wicked cover on this, digitally remastered laser blast. It's just got aliens shooting lasers and a kid with a laser gun attached to his arm. This just looks cool as hell. What do you think? These aliens look sweet. Look at the back. Look at the little shots on the back.
Damn.
Laser blast. It's only got a 2.1 on Letterboxd. And it came out in 1978. Holy cow. And the ratings by people that I'm friends with who have watched it are all over the place. Apparently this one's on Tubi. So people at home, if you want to watch Laser Blast on Tubi and let me know what you thought about it, I'd love to hear it. Email us at ListoCorps@hotmail.com.
Next one.
Next up, we got Resident Evil Death Island. I know there's going to be a bunch of Resident Evil movies in here because I had a few holes in my collection. The Resident Evil film franchise is all right. I like them all, but they are like kind of like blockbuster movies.
Which one's your favorite?
Which one's my favorite? If I had to pick a favorite, I don't know. One day me and you should watch them all again. Go through the whole series. This one here is an animated one. It looks like a video game, right? Which is what they're based off of. Resident Evil was a popular zombie, still is a popular zombie
Have you played Resident Evil?
video game franchise.
I like the...
They were huge when I'm younger, and they're still putting out games today. There is a popular Resident Evil game on MetaQuest that Remy has on his.
that's what Resident Evil is?
Resident Evil, so we should play some...
Is Resident Evil like Call of Duty Zombie popular?
Kind of. It's a zombie shooter game for sure. We should definitely do a Resident Evil deep dive at some time. Watch all the movies and play some of the games.
Heck no.
Very popular game franchise. The movies are popular as well. Kind of mixed reception on those. Resident Evil Death Island. I think I gave this one a good review. I'm gonna look it up really quick.
I got the next one in my hand.
Death Island. Resident Evil Death Island. I gave 3 stars only.
But you liked it?
I liked it.
Okay. 2023. Wow.
2023. Yeah, this is a newer one. So I got that from
Back
there.
when I was born.
What else do we got? Critters Attack from the Lobby DVD shop. This
It's not in its hole. This thing ain't in good shape.
is this the television show?
This is the television show, yes.
Is it? Let me see. I'm sure I've seen Critters Attack.
This is Critters
It
Attack.
doesn't say how long it is. Critters Attack. Yeah, I'm gonna look this one up on Letterboxd. Critters. Oops. Come on, you. Critters Attack. There it is. I gave it a 3 stars and said the human characters make it almost unwatchable at times, but the critters are awesome and they get plenty of screen time. So, I love the Critters movies. The original 4 Critters movies, and then when's this? 2019. So 6 years ago, they came out with another Critters movie, and I gave it 3 stars. So it's okay, but I like as a completionist, I want all the Critters movies lined up on the shelf together, and he gave me a good deal on that one because it's whatever. But happy to have it on the shelf.
Oh, this is a movie I picked out.
This is when you found this one on the shelf, and I said, yes, I've always wanted to see that movie. Let's grab it. It's called Private Parts, and it is a film by Howard Stern. Now, Howard Stern, you would not... Oh, he didn't direct it. It's starring Howard Stern. Did he have any? Howard Stern, original writer. Okay. So... 3.3 on Letterboxd. It's a comedy. I have no idea what it's about. Let's see. Never before has a man done so much with so little. The life and career of shock jock superstar Howard Stern is recounted from his humble beginnings to his view from the top. Possessing a desire to be an on-air personality since childhood, Stern meanders through the radio world, always with his supportive wife Allison by his side. Landing a gig in Washington, D.C., Stern meets Robin Quivers, who will become his longtime partner in crime. When the two move to New York, they face the wrath of NBC executives. So it sounds like it's kind of a documentary. I thought it was more of a fictional story, but I guess it's kind of a story. The story about Howard Stern and how he became a famous radio personality.
Well, it says it's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Howard Stern, he's on, satellite radio?
Yeah.
You've kind of heard of satellite radio before. He's kind of like the biggest guy on satellite radio. He still kind of is. He's one of the big pulls. If you want to get serious satellite radio, Howard Stern is probably bringing a lot of people over there. He has a show definitely not appropriate for kids, where he has just the weirdest guests come on his show, and he asks them the most inappropriate questions, and everyone kind of is really honest on there, or appear to be anyways. And they do prank phone calls and all kinds of stuff. It's a funny show to listen to. A lot of the trucks that I drive have satellite radio in them, and so I've heard a lot of Howard Stern. This is one I've never seen. It came out in like the 90s, I think. 1997. And I've always had my eye on it. Always wanted to watch it. And you found it on the shelf and pulled it to me. And I was like, yep. And, this was from that same movie store, wasn't it? The 10 for 20 or whatever we paid for those. Yeah. That's Private Parts. All right. Let's grab one more out of the bag, and then we can check out the new comics that we got. What do you got? That's nothing. Don't grab it. We're not talking about that. Those are some street hockey balls. That's what those are. They are just in that bag for some reason. That is a new Xbox controller for the 360 one. This one has a wire on it, so that we don't have to keep changing the batteries. What do we got? Come on, pull something good.
I want this one.
There's a bunch of random stuff in there. Another Resident Evil movie. Let's do one more. This is Resident Evil Retribution. Like we said before, we're just filling in some holes in the collection. So
I got this one.
Here we go. You remember this one?
Yeah.
Tell me about this one. What do you know about this?
The last video store, and we went to this guy's shop.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It's just a video game store.
It's a movie store. It's a video store in Edmonton. We kind of talked about it earlier. The guy that owns the store, Kevin, he's run this store forever, and he's put in a lot of work to keep this place open. He made a movie about a year ago or so, and now when we went to his shop, he had a bunch of copies for sale. We grabbed the Blu-ray, distributed by Black Fawn Distribution, and I really want to see this. We got to watch this this week.
We should watch it.
Now that it's out of the bag, we can watch it.
Yeah.
I really want to see this one. Yeah, we could watch it tonight almost, even if we wanted. You know what? Let's save this one for Friday, and we'll watch it on the projector in the backyard. A receipt for something. Is that good? That's good for the last video store. I don't even know what it's about. I want to go in blind, so I'm going to leave it.
Flesh Eater?
Flesh Eater. This is by... Who made this? Is it who I think? Directed and edited and produced by Bill Hinsman. Flesh Eater. What does that guy look like on the front cover to you?
Leatherface. Leatherface combined with Michael Myers.
I think he looks like a zombie.
He looks like...
Flesh Eater. I don't know. I've seen this cover around before, so when I saw it on the shelf, I was like, yeah, we're throwing that in there. Okay, we're going to keep going, are we? Let's do these last three, and then we'll get into comic books, and then we can start reviewing movies.
So we got Terror.
Turok.
Oh, Turok.
Dinosaur Hunter. Remember I played Turok Evolutions for PS2?
That game kind of sucked.
This one, it was alright, but it's old.
Yeah,
this is a newer one.
He did the codes. Like, he searched up codes, your cheat codes.
Well, hey, I'm saving that for our dinosaur episode later this month.
He searched up some cheat codes. He got every single gun in the game. And he got, like, this minigun that he could use on every level, and he could just go around minigunning everyone.
Why you gotta call me out?
Because you're cheating.
That game's hard, man.
Is it though? I bet you I could have beat it easily.
Anyways. Well, yeah, give it a try. Anyways,
Bro,
Turok.
your aim is just like dog water, though.
It is hard in that game.
No, your aim is so bad.
It is. So is yours in that game.
In Fortnite, it's good.
Well, not in Turok PS2.
Same thing.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, I haven't beat that game yet, so I'll put it in, and we'll see how good you are at that game.
I bet you I'm better than you.
So look at this one. This one looks way better, eh? Look at the back of that. But this one's for Xbox 360. It's way newer. I look forward to playing that.
This looks like it sucks.
This looks like it sucks. This movie, so I went to some guy's house and to buy some video games. And he's like, come in and just see everything I got. And we went down into his basement, which was super creepy, like something out of a horror movie. And he had wall-to-wall movies, DVDs. He had like a store in his basement of his house. And you guys were all sitting out in the car. I was like, I don't really want to make them wait.
Guess what? Where we are right now? This looks like a movie store.
Yeah, it does look like a movie store in our basement, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of. That one wall's movies.
One wall's movies, then we got comics, then we got action figures, then we got hockey stuff, then we got video games on the other side, then we got like PlayStations, then we got like
This
everything.
is the cave, eh? The leather recliner couches and the big 70-inch TV. Surround sound, baby. This is the spot down here, isn't it?
Yeah, this is where I sit for life.
You took over my basement. So anyways, I started looking through his movies and I was like, I don't really got time to be doing this. So I was like, what do you want for this one? And he had Pearl, a film by Ty West, which is the second movie in his X trilogy, which I quite enjoyed. I don't know, he said like $15 or something. I was like, nah, I'm good or whatever. He's like, what do you want? I was like, I'll give you $5 for it. And so I bought it for $5. Throw that on the shelf. I'm happy to have that in the collection. Last one we'll do, SOCOM US Navy SEALs for PS2. I just had nostalgia for these games, and I ended up, you're still digging through that.
One more, last one.
Okay, hold on, let me talk about SOCOM. After playing Call of Duty, I kind of just had a nostalgia craving for old school shooters that I played growing up and stuff like that. So I ended up buying like all the SOCOM games. And this is SOCOM 1 right here, the first one. And the last one that we will do is the one and only
Butt
Boy. That's right. Most people have probably not heard of this movie.
It's a super rare movie.
It's low budget, but I love it. It's about a guy.
It's called Booty Cheek Boy.
How do I describe this? Let's just say this guy. I don't know. I can't even really explain it on a family-friendly show.
Has a big butt. Is that it?
Something like that. People and pets and stuff start going missing, and no one knows where they are. And you can use your imagination to guess where they went.
Butt Boy took him.
Butt Boy. Yeah, that's right. I love this movie. I think it's amazing, and I'm happy to have it. Throw this bad boy on the shelf. I bought this at that guy's shop, too.
No one cares. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you don't gotta be rude, bro.
Sorry.
Yeah? Are you?
Sorry.
Yeah? You hurt my feelings. Okay, let's move on. Let's check out all the comic books I bought at different shops around Calgary last time I was there.
Do you have a card pack that we can open?
I do, too, at the end.
No.
Well, it's at the bottom of this bag, so let's go through these quick. We won't need to talk too much. We'll just go through them. What do we got? We got a blank bag and board.
Yes, this is the best book. This is the best one.
The bag and the board. What are we going to put in the bag and the board? We're going to go... We got Predator.
I want the Predator Model of Universe in here.
Careful with these, all right? They're not bagged and board. These are collector's items.
Yeah, you got to put them in here.
So we got Predator Kills the Marvel Universe. I have number 1 somewhere around here. This is number 2.
I killed him.
And Predator Black, White, and Blood. This is number 3. I just grabbed these today, actually.
Why is he killing the Avengers?
Looks like a pretty sweet book to read, eh?
I don't want to read it. I want to watch a movie.
Which one?
They're making a new one. I saw it. I saw it. I searched it up.
They made Marvel Zombies, which I want to do an episode on.
It doesn't look too good. I'm kidding. It looks crazy good.
I've seen nothing about it.
You haven't seen anything
about it?
No,
I read the comics, so I don't...
You want me to go to the main screen on TV and you'll see it directly in your face?
No, I don't want any spoilers. I just want to watch it.
Okay.
So, some Predator comics to, again, get us ready for the Predator episode. Oh, here's another bag.
Best book.
Here's another bag and board. Let's slide that bad boy
The best
in
book,
there.
though.
Oh, yeah, get that in there. Ooh, that's a thick one. That's a thick one. Let's go slide it in there. All right, what else do we got in here?
Don't slam it on the floor.
We've got Predator versus Magnus Robot Fighter. And Predator 2
It's
book.
not in the bag. I can't feel the pack.
Okay. So these ones, remember we've got all those old Predator comics?
Yeah.
But we didn't have like the whole series. We've got number 2 now. So we have number 1 of this and we have number 1 of this. I found these at some stores in Calgary. Just in their bins.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get all his Predator comics out of his room one day and just throw them on my bed and read it for like 35 hours.
Well, you liked reading those, so I've started getting more of them. So.
Ooh, Ice Age.
On the world.
They copied the movie Ice Age for a Magic the Gathering comic.
Magic the Gathering comic, Ice Age on the world of Magic the Gathering.
Are they all Ice
These
Age?
are old school. I don't even know when these came out.
Are they all?
Let's see.
Are they all Ice Age?
Yeah, so 1 to 4. I got them all. And check out this one.
What is that?
It's got -1 and +1 counters for playing Magic the Gathering.
Cool. I want it.
Yeah, we'll punch those out eventually.
Pow, pow, pow. That's gonna be helpful. I don't like using dice.
Those are cool.
Dice are worse. They're heavy.
They take up more space, that's for sure. What else do we got in here? Another, Predator Big Game.
Magic.
That's another one. Magic
Homelands?
on the World.
Homeless Lands?
Homelands, yes. That's another Magic
I thought it said
comic book.
Homeless
That's
Lands.
a thick one. Look at that. That's just a one shot.
I thought it was Homeless Lands.
So that's just one story.
Sorry.
More Predator Big Game. Some more old school Predator.
Big game. Just like Big Butt.
What else do we got in here? Toxic Avenger, baby. The pinup special and shock horror issue number 1. Toxic Avenger.
That one looks the best.
Yeah. So you can check these out with me.
Ooh, I like the last one.
You can check these out with me a little
I like
bit.
the last one. Turn it around.
Can I show you something?
Okay, you turn it. Ooh, what are those?
Suggested for mature readers. So we'll see how far we get in these before I don't let you read them anymore.
I like it.
Yeah, they come with little cards, eh?
Yeah, that's cool.
These look sweet. And tomorrow, Toxic Avenger movie, the new one, which is my most anticipated movie of the year, is coming out on
We
streaming.
gotta watch it together.
I don't think you'll watch that with me.
Why?
Because it is not for kids at all. And I know I let you watch a lot of stuff, but there has got to be a line somewhere. And but I'm really looking forward to that. And I grabbed 2 Toxic Avenger comics in Calgary again.
Street Sharks.
Street Sharks comic. They just started a new series. So here's Street Sharks number 1. We can check that out if you want. Magic the Gathering number 1. This is a new series.
This last one,
Look at that.
Turok. But turn it around. I saw someone.
Simpsons. So this is an old school comic book. It's a Turok Dinosaur Hunter, like that video game I got. It's just a random issue. It's number 11 in the long series that they did. And yeah, it's got Simpsons, Game Boy, and Game Gear advertisement on the back. That's pretty sweet. That's how old this is. This is 1993, baby.
Didn't me and you start that Simpsons game? And then
Yes, we did. I beat that with your mom. Me and your mom played that together and beat it.
Yeah, you wanted to jump on all the pregnant people.
No, that was Family Guy.
Oh, that's Family Guy. Me and you started playing Family Guy.
Yeah, Simpsons was co-op though, so both of us were able to play.
Yeah, someone.
Another Turok Dinosaur Hunter, number 9, number 7, number 6.
6, 7.
Get out of here. Number 4. So I just grabbed a bunch of random Turok comics just because I thought they were cool.
I like 6, 7. No.
We've got Post Malone's Big Rig.
Post Malone.
I
My mom
got
will
this
read
because I'm a truck driver and there's a sweet truck running some dude over with skulls all over the place
And he's a
blood
postie.
all over the grill.
He's a postie. He listens to Post Malone.
This is issue number 2. They didn't have issue number 1. I just wanted this for the cover. The guy even at the comic shop almost tried to talk me out of getting it
Why?
because he said it's not a very good book. People haven't really been enjoying it. He said they sold a lot of the first one and then people didn't come back for the second one. So, but I think it looks cool, so I just got it.
Postie.
I just thought it was cool. So.
Why's Post Malone on here?
He has a part in this. Who knows? I just liked it, so I grabbed it.
He's a postie.
And what's this last one?
Oh,
Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong number 4. Look at that.
Who's that?
That's Hammerhead.
No, it's British Columbia.
He's a shark man. Hawk Girl, Flash, and they're fighting all these.
Where's Superman?
There's Ghidorah,
Super.
the 3-headed dragon.
There's what's his name?
Oh, I don't know what that is.
I thought I saw Superman.
All these creatures. I don't know. Just another cool one. In the mix. Those are the comics we got. We ripped through those pretty quick.
Where's the card?
Just wait. Just sit down, man.
Now.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
I want the cards.
No, I want to show you this because you don't know what I got.
Boo.
You ready for this?
Only if it's a gift for me.
Check. Feast your eyes on.
Ooh, my Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. So Magic the Gathering just came out with a Spider-Man set. Super expensive. We should have went to a pre-release because you can get, if you go to, we've never been to a pre-release, but so the pre-release packs have 5 booster packs in them and a rare foil and a D20 and something else in there. They're like $35 if you go to the pre-release event where it's kind of like a Magic the Gathering tournament. And so that's a really good deal. Now since the pre-release events are over, anyone that has a pre-release pack, they're selling them for like $70.
I bet you I could go to a tournament of Magic the Gathering with my green deck, and I bet you I would win.
Exactly.
I bet you I would win a tournament.
So I just got us a booster because I wasn't dishing out $70.
Dr. Octopus!
We got a token artifact treasure. Sacrifices token, add 1, and a token creature spider. That's cool. What else we got? What do we got next? We got basic land forest and spiderweb. That's cool. I'll put that in and that'll go in your green deck right there. Artifact creature spider robot scout.
Ooh, I like this dude.
Spiderbot.
Ooh, I love this guy.
Urban retreat land. We got another land.
Do you know the guy?
Oh, that's cool. That's Spidey's room. Eh? That looks like Miles Morales' room. Eh?
It is. Wait. Do you know Shocker? From that? Do you know Shocker? Like the Shocker dude from like the movie?
Yeah.
We got a Shocker card.
Shocker. Unshakable.
5 out of 5. That's going in our red deck.
Ooh, yeah, that's a pretty good one, eh?
I might have to start using our red deck.
Legendary creature. That's cool. I like that one.
I'm going to start using my red deck.
What else you got? Give me one.
I like this dude.
We got Alien Symbiosis. That's a Venom card. Enchant creature gets 1/1. That's alright.
This one's sick.
Terrific team up. Oh, we got Miles Morales, Spider-Man, and Venom. Alright, it looks like Miles Morales and Spider-Man
Can you guys see?
teaming up.
And we got Wolverine in the corner there.
No.
It's a cat.
No, that's part of Venom.
No, it's like a fat hamster or something like that.
That's kind of a weak card.
I
to be
like that
honest with
guy.
you. Sun Spider. Nimble Weber.
Can you go in my deck?
We got 1 foil. Nimble Sun Spider Nimble Weber. That's kind of legendary creature. That's kind of cool.
This card's going in my deck.
Starling. I've never heard of her. Aerial Ally.
Oh, you don't know? She was in the new one. She was one of the Spider-Man girls.
She's kind of cool.
Yeah, she's alright. Oopsie. There you go.
What else do we got? We got Scorpion Sting. Ooh. Target creature gets -3/-3 to the end of turn. That one's alright.
Oh, how many cards did you get?
Scorpion.
Where'd the pack go? This one card.
Spider-Man No More.
Oh, 14 cards?
I like that one. Oh, yeah, this is a blue card for sure. Enchanted creature is a citizen with base power and toughness. 1/1. I remember I got that one card that turns you into like a... What does it turn you into?
Fire.
Like a fish or something like that. Remember that?
I love that card. It's in my deck.
Yeah.
I put it in my deck because I like it. It's cool.
Ooh, this is weird.
It's cool.
Creature Spider Manifestation. Ooh, that's a creepy looking card. What else we got?
We got whatever this guy is. Thing.
Spider Islanders.
Look at that card. That's a 4-3. 4-3. I hope we get a 6-7. Bro, did we get a 6-7 yet?
6-7's pretty rare, bro. No, not in this deck. Let's see. What do we got? Risky Research. Surveillance. Whatever. Doc Ock again.
Come on.
Last
Come on.
one.
Please be a 6-7. Please be a 6-7. Oh, it's a 5-1. 1-5.
Draw 2 cards. ListoCorps Research Team.
Wait. My guy that like has that sheep in his hand and then he has like the axe.
Yeah.
He's a 6-7.
So our 3. Let's see if we got any more in here. Looks like we got 3 decent cards in this deck. We got the Sun Spider Nimble Weber, which is a 3/2 legendary creature. He looks kind of cool. We got Spider Bot holographic card,
I like him.
which is cool. And then we got the
Miles Morales.
land card, which is a rare apparently. Urban Retreat. Cool. Do you like these cards?
Yeah. Did you get any more packs?
I might have more packs.
Yeah. Give it to me.
You want to see more cards?
Give it to me. Give it to me.
What kind of cards do you want to see?
Do you have any Final Fantasy packs?
Maybe.
Give me to them.
Where did I put them?
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Where are all my packs? I'm losing track of them. No, let's stop there. Let's get into our movies. I'll save packs for the next.
Give it to me.
I don't even know where I put it.
Give it to me.
Wait, I think it's in here.
Yeah. How many is it?
No. Hold on.
Go look for it. I packed it.
No, we're.
Hello.
All right. I had one more pack down here, so we can do one more, I guess. Since you're enjoying this, but we should get on to our reviews here after. So.
Then we're done.
I'll stop doing that. Stop making noise by the mic. Well, then we gotta do our actual reviews. This is just our intro. We're going long, so let's open this up. Let's get things moving here.
Ow.
You got that? Here.
I got it. I'm a man.
Come on, man.
I'm so weak.
You got it going. Why can't you get it?
Ow!
Here,
You're not a real. I got it. I'm gonna get it.
Holy cow.
It's so hard. It was so hard. How'd you get that?
Here you go.
I want
All right, what do we got? Here's a Final Fantasy pack that I've had lying around down here.
treasure.
We've got treasure, and on the other side, a token hero. Nothing too fancy there. What else we got? We got, here we go. Artifact equipment, the Buster Sword. This is Cloud's main weapon. Equipped creature gets +3/+2. That's a rare right there. There we go. Okay, what do you got next?
Have this card.
Yeah, we got a bunch of these. Balam T-Rexasaur. 6/6 green though.
6? Oh, I thought it was 7.
We got called Mountain Chocobo.
Can you put him in my deck?
We've got a bunch of these too.
He's cute.
Called Mountain Chocobo. What else you got?
The rarest card in the game. Ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles. We've got a million ramen noodles cards. Yeah, I mean, I'm done buying Final Fantasy cards because we've got all of these, man. Ooh, actually, I don't know about this one. The Loporit Scout. Creature, Rabbit Scout. I don't know if I've seen that one yet. White Arasite. I don't know what that is. Artifact. Interesting. Reach the Horizon. Search your library. You're cheating. You're cheating. You're jumping ahead.
Got 2 of the same cards.
Okay, hold. But one of them's a holo.
Oh, really? One of them's a hollow?
Vincent's Limit Break. That's cool.
Bam.
Bam.
We
Ooh,
got a 6/7.
another rare, the Genji Glove.
We got a 6/7. Oh my gosh.
Equipped creature has double strike. Hey, that's a good card.
6/7. We got a 6/7.
Done. I don't believe.
6/7.
Done.
6/7.
Get out of here, man. 2/1. Legendary creature,
2/1.
Human Knight. Adelbert Steiner. All right.
I want a 6-7.
We got a cargo ship. We got Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum. Enchanted Aura.
Aura.
And Trano Dark City, which is a land. So we got a land in this one. That's kind of cool. We got... What else do we got? We got a rare Genji glove and a holographic Vincent's Limit Break. Those are the big ones from this deck. Oh, yeah, and then this one, the Buster Sword. That's my favorite one in this deck right here, the Buster Sword. Look at that bad boy. I like.
How long?
So those are our physical media acquisitions for the week, the month, who knows? Everything we got. What do you think? Is it a pretty good haul? We got some comics to read, some games to play, some movies to watch.
You know what we should do one day? We should go to the Magic the Gathering tournament, and then we should so then we do all the tournaments, and if we win tournaments, we can do all other stuff and stuff like that.
I think next time they have a pre-release, I think we should go to that, because that's where you get the most value, and we can see how the pros play too. Since we've pretty much taught ourselves and we just play with each other. Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, but still though, we should go with one of our friends to it. Don't they have tournaments down there sometimes?
At the conventions, yeah, they do. But we're usually going around. Yeah, I don't know if I want to sit down. I guess Magic's not that long. You can hop in a few games.
Yeah. When's the next one? God.
Oh, we were out of town for one just last week. But we'll catch the next one.
Okay, country.
But we've got a game and a TV show to review.
Yup.
So
Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal, baby. So let's take a quick break and come back and do some reviews.
Yep.
Let's do it.
We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We will be right back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We will be right back.
Break over. So the ListoCorps Podcast is now going to review the Twisted Metal video game from 1995, the original game for the original PlayStation, and pairing that up with Twisted Metal Season 1. We'll start with the game. My memories of this game, I have a little bit of nostalgia for it as I played it. I remember my one buddy, Ron, we never really hung out at his house very often.
Yeah.
But he did have a PlayStation before anyone else.
Wow. I thought you had a PlayStation before anyone else.
I didn't have very many gaming consoles growing up. Probably when PlayStation came out, I got a secondhand Nintendo, original Nintendo, from one of my auntie's boyfriends. I remember him opening up his trunk and having a Nintendo in the trunk of his car and being like, "Hey, you want this?" And that was my first gaming console. And Super Nintendo was out, PlayStation was already out. It was dated technology, but my parents weren't. My dad wasn't a gamer for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And we didn't watch a ton of TV. So, yeah, I was always behind when it came to gaming consoles. And so the only way I'd play them is at buddies' houses. And so I remember playing this at Ron's. And all I remember is just that main first mission, because that's the multiplayer mission. With PlayStation, you have 2 controllers. So it wouldn't really work to play some of the later on levels that are a little bit bigger if you're only 2 players, right? Which I think would actually make this game a little better is if you could put bots in as well. So if me and you played against each other, but there's 2 computer enemies as well, just to kind of populate the map a little more. But for what it is, it's a 30-year-old game, and It's free on PlayStation Plus if you subscribe to that. And it doesn't take up much space on the PlayStation. And so you and I hopped into it. And what did you think of that game? Is it a fun game? Do you like it?
It's like medium, but like closer to like, it's like medium but closer to less. But yeah, so it'd be like this close to not that good, but it's like still like right in the middle, but it's closer to that side.
It's like okay, but you wouldn't really recommend it.
Yeah.
Okay. What I like about it is just how easy it is to just jump in and play. And I'll kind of explain that more when we get into the gameplay of it. But well, I can kind of say basically now, like the main gameplay of it is you do have the 1 versus 1 if you want to do that.
That was boring.
Or you could play against 4 bots if you want.
No, you have to play the mission to play against 4 bots. You have to do the first.
I think I said it. Maybe it was only. Yeah, you might be right actually. Yeah, because your sister wanted to play, and the only way she could play 1v1, or I could just plug in the other controller, and she could play 1v1, but then the other car was just sitting there because then she was learning and she wasn't getting just destroyed. But for me, what I like is being able to just hop in, and when you're playing the missions, you have 2 lives, and so then if you pass the first level, you move on to the second level. If you die twice, you have to start all over again.
No, so every level you go up. So level 1 you have 2 lives. Level 2 you have 3 lives. Level 3 you have 4 lives.
Okay.
And then it just stays at 4 lives. Level 5, 6, level 7. Then.
If you say so, I'm pretty sure it was just 2 lives per level.
No, because remember the one time I played? I got more than 3 times.
Well, and it doesn't show you where your lives are either. Yeah. If you die, you're like, oh, come on. And then if it says game over, you're like, ah. Or else your car pops back up and you continue from where you were, right? So I like being able to just hop in and see how far you can make it before you get a game over, right? That's kind of fun for me. You can have just a quick hop in, quick game sessions, and it gets easier as it goes because you do start to get used to the controls, which are dated now 30 years later. But let's see what the write-up on backlog.com is on this game. Twisted Metal consists of a series of arena-based battles against an increasing number of opponents in increasingly large arenas. These battles culminate in a face-off with the winner of the previous year's competition, Darkseid, who drives a large armored car which fires multiple missiles at once. Players can choose one of 12 different vehicles with which to enter combat. Each vehicle has a distinct driver and special move. The controls consist of accelerator, brake, tight turn, and turbo on the face buttons, with main weapons and machine gun selection and control on the shoulder buttons. Arenas are populated with weapon pickups to resupply missile stocks, repair stations for repairing damage to your car, pedestrians, and course stewards armed with either machine guns or missile launchers. Pretty good write-up, I'd say. The game, what I will say right off the bat, the game doesn't give you a lot of story or a lot of explanation of what's going on.
It didn't say anything.
Yeah, we had to...
Just said go.
It just started, yeah. And so, like, I went down into the options and found kind of a title scroll, and it kind of gave you some background. But you don't get that if you just play the game. Like, you have to search for that. And it explained that it is this game takes place in the future. And you know what year the future is?
What?
2005. So that would have been 10 years after the game came out. They're saying 10 years into the future from now, Twisted Metal is real life. This is when this is going to happen. But that's now 20 years ago. So I always find it funny when you watch older movies that take place in the future. And now we're past where they said the future was, right?
Yeah, like the 2025 Twisted Metal that we're going to do the next episode on.
Yeah, so every time they make a new Twisted Metal, they probably update the year for which it takes place, right? So 2005, and this is the 10th annual Twisted Metal competition, which will take place in LA on Christmas Eve. It's a Christmas game. The creator is demented man named Calypso, who grants the winner their choice of any prize. So that's always vague too. It's like anything. And they do that in the show too. They're like, you get anything you want if you win this. Like, how can this guy grant you anything?
Anything.
You can have any. So what would you, if you won Twisted Metal, what would you ask for?
I don't know.
That's a hard question, isn't it?
There's a lot of stuff.
What would you ask for? Because now we're in the wasteland, right? So it's not like the way that we're living now. It would be, well, kind of similar, I suppose. If you go off of the show, there are communities that are kind of living.
I want
like nothing
machine that prints you a real money.
A money machine?
A money machine.
Yeah, sure. I don't know what I'd ask for. Probably just like the biggest house around with a movie theater in it. And
that has infinite money.
A pool, hockey rink. Just a mansion.
Just a mansion, but bigger than a mansion. No, just buy the YMCA. Like buy our swimming pool with all our like hockey rinks and all that place.
Yeah, a recreation center that you just live at. So I wrote down the 12 combatants, which are all the 12 different vehicles. There's Sweet Tooth, who drives a, you know?
I know what he drives. A big, goofy bus.
It's a van. It's an ice cream van.
It's a big, goofy bus.
There's a guy named Yellow Jacket who drives a cab.
Who's that guy?
This is the taxi cab car. This is the game I'm talking about.
Oh, wait, but he wasn't in the movie.
Not yet.
Bro.
Darkseid, who drives a semi, then apparently that's the guy that you face off against at the end. That they never explain that in the actual game, so I don't know where they get the lore from on the write-up.
I know.
But it makes sense. He is in the final mission, so I guess that's where they get it from.
I know where the semi is. So the semi is the girl that she drives. She drives the semi.
Outlaw drives the police car.
The police car would be the guy that got killed.
Yeah. Thumper drives a pink, well, I called it a boat. I don't know what kind of car that is. Like an old school Chevy. Like we called them boats back in the day. But.
Those were probably one of the old school cars that was sitting in that parking lot.
Crimson Fury drives a Lamborghini.
Oh, yeah, that guy's not good, though, because he's so tiny.
Yeah. Pit Viper drives a Doom Buggy.
What's a Doom Buggy? Oh, like that little punch buggy?
No, it's like an off-road vehicle, so they're kind of long but have big wheels and huge shocks on them. So they can...
that dude?
Warthog drives like an army truck.
No, it's like
kind of like a Hummer.
It's like a tank, but it doesn't...
It kind of looks like a Cybertruck, but cooler.
No, not cooler.
Mr. Grimm
drives. Wait, I know what Mr. Grimm drives. He drives a motorcycle.
Motorcycle, that's right. Spectra drives a car. Looks kind of like a Honda. It looks like the car that the Milkman drives in the movie or in the TV show. Hammerhead drives a huge monster truck.
Who's Hammerhead?
And Roadkill drives a car with rockets on it. Rocket launchers.
Who's Roadkill?
These are characters from the game, so they're not all necessarily in the TV show.
But Roadkill was in the game. I just don't remember who he is.
It was one of the cars, like the little dirty car.
Was it Mr. Slam?
Maybe.
We don't talk about Mr. Slam.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about Mr. Slam anymore. So these vehicles, they're all different in size, and they all have a different like special weapon on them too. Like one of them has a flamethrower, one of them has a machine gun, one of them has special rockets. They all have a different thing, and then they also have different, because of their size, some are faster than the other ones. So depending on what kind of style you like, I like the middle to big size vehicles because you did more damage when you would just head on collide with other vehicles, and you would take less damage that way, and that was sometimes easier than actually just like aiming your machine guns, right?
I just like to run into them with like the semi, and while they're spinning, you just shoot them.
Yeah, exactly. So that seemed to be a pretty good
strategy.
Or
when I'm coming into them, I rocket on, boom, right into them.
Yeah. So who is your favorite vehicle then?
What guy drive? Well, it was like kind of like the semi, but a little bit smaller. But it was like the size of like the
It's kind of like an army SUV.
No, it's a monster truck.
The monster truck? I think it was huge.
I know, I drive in, you can ram the semi, and it does damage to the semi, and doesn't even do damage to you.
But they're a little bit slower than the other vehicles, right?
No, that one's fast, because it's
They're pretty good.
size.
Did you know there was a boost button?
Yeah.
Triangle?
Yeah.
I didn't know that for the longest time. No.
Boo, if you boost into the guy, it does more damage than it does if you just
Yeah,
go full speed.
it was super helpful because a lot of the time, too, you're just driving and someone's shooting you from behind. If you're in a slower vehicle, you cannot get away from them, and it destroys your health quite quickly. I liked playing as the army warthog guy, the army.
Yeah, but his ram
SUV.
on the semi sucks.
Yeah, so there was only like 2 vehicles bigger than him, so he was still kind of fast, but still had the ramming power.
Oh.
And so yeah, we had the single player and dual. So single player, there are
Missions.
one business. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a bonus level. So 8 levels.
Yeah, I told ya it was 8 levels.
8 levels in total. Single player, you just play in the beginning arena, which makes sense. Which is kind of like if you go to a monster truck show, it kind of looks like the area that they drive monster trucks around in, basically.
Kind of, but do they have like old semis in there?
Yeah. So there's jumps and
Old
broke
semis.
down vehicles and semi trailers that have explosives in them, and you drive around just trying to bring down the health bar of the other vehicle. There's only one guy that you face off, and it's not always the same. Depending on what vehicle you drive, you fight a different vehicle. So you drive around there trying to take his health down, while picking up different weapons as well, because you have your main weapon that each vehicle has, and then you have weapons that you can pick up. The weapons you can pick up, you can get certain types of rockets. You can get a freeze rocket or a fire rocket.
I like the traps. Once I was getting chased, I stole my car and just placed a bunch of traps and then went over him, and the guy's like,
The second mission, the freeway, that was like a big loop. That one, the traps are awesome, because I would drop him and then I'd come back around, and next time I saw that guy, his health would be way down. I'm like, oh yeah, he hit my traps for sure, because you don't know until you see him next time. But
yeah. And your traps stay there, so he could run into it a second time. Your traps don't disappear when they run on it.
There's backwards rockets.
I like.
You can shoot backwards, which are good at, like that freeway mission is when I use most of these things. And then there's what was the other one called? There's like a heat-seeking one, rocket as well. Then you have mines and oil slicks that you can drop behind you. And then there's also repair pads.
Yeah.
And that was a huge part of the strategy, was memorizing where those repair pads are, because you kind of play each level over and over and over again, refining your strategy and learning the map.
Yeah.
Because that freeway, that one was hard at first, but then we kind of realized, the way I beat it, you beat it before I did. It took me longer to beat that than you did. I remember watching you beat it.
What's your highest level?
Or did you not beat the freeway?
I did. What's your highest level?
The one right after the freeway. The park.
Well, what number is it?
4.
Yeah.
So we only made it halfway through the game. But then I'll get to that in a bit. I did play all the missions.
I got 4 and I had 1 guy left, and then I gave up.
So the freeway is a good example, because it's basically a big loop. You don't know that at first. You have to learn the game. You go around the loop, and if a guy's shooting you from behind, like, you can do a U-turn and go after him, but I found I died a lot doing that. I just kept driving around the loop, and every time I came across someone, I would shoot rockets at them, and then if you keep going around the loop, the repair stations reload too. So you use it once, and then you do about 2 laps, and then you can use it again. So if you just keep moving, it was better than stopping and getting in a battle with someone, because you would lose more health that way. And you just take your time, because there are 3 enemies that 3 other cars that are all fighting at the same time in the freeway level. And then after the freeway mission or map was the park, which you go up against 6 different cars at the same time.
And I killed 5.
I got lit up. I remember the first time I finally made it to this mission. I got absolutely lit up right off the bat.
You wanna know what the plan was in that mission? Found a hiding spot. Just let them all kill each other.
Yeah, that's maybe not a bad idea. They, right off the bat, the other two, you just go straight at the guy right off the bat. This one, when I went straight right off the bat, like everybody met in the middle and I just got lit right up.
Really?
So I didn't do that.
I just went backwards. And there's like a breakthrough thing that you can go and you go backwards. It's secret. No one knows about it.
Oh, we skipped the business district.
Yeah.
Sorry, I skipped right to the freeway. I forgot. So the business district was area 2, where there was 3 cars that you went against, and it was basically like city streets. And that's the one where if you really learned where those repair stations were, then it was super helpful, right?
And there's also guys, like pedestrians on every sheet.
Good call. Yeah.
You go through, and they have like rocket launchers.
They shoot at you. They parachute in from the sky. So there's people standing on the side of the road that shoot rockets at you, which was super annoying.
The annoying part is the cheetahs, though.
Cheetahs.
You didn't see them? Or leopards?
Didn't see them. No. What are they? Dogs?
They run.
They were dogs.
Were they really?
Yeah.
They run across the road, and when you hit them, you take damage.
Yeah. The pedestrians are super annoying. So, because it's hard to aim in the game. The game's old. It's got janky controls. But, so the little tiny pedestrians were hard to shoot, but I just ran. If I ever saw one, I just ran them over.
Yeah,
and they had them on like almost every mission after this one. Because they did have them on the freeway again. And then the park was 6 opponents, and it was very similar to the business district mission or map. I keep calling them missions, but it was a little bit bigger. Like it had kind of like a riverbed that you drove across with bridges, and it was a much bigger map than the other one. The maps just get bigger, just like the letter or the backlogged write-up had said. So that one looks really similar. And then Suburbia was against 8 opponents. What the heck was Suburbia?
Oh, Suburbia.
I can't remember it. Suburbia now.
Bad.
So what I did, because since I never beat the park, you can go online and find codes. Every time you beat a level, it gives you a code. So that next time you play, you don't have to start from the beginning again. I think it was fun starting from the beginning, but if you get stuck on a map that you keep losing at that same spot, if you have the code, you can start right from there and then just keep practicing that map, getting to know where the stations are and refining your strategy. So I couldn't beat the park, so I just went online and got the codes for the following missions or maps just so that I would be able to talk about them. And that being said, I cannot remember what the heck Suburbia was. No.
Suburbia was 8 people.
It was 8 opponents, but I don't remember what it was like.
You don't remember what it was like? It was before Park.
I think it was just similar again. I think it was,
No.
it was instead of in a city, you're in a residential area.
Yeah.
That's
And
what it
there's a
was.
bunch of like people walking across the road on that one. And you gotta try to dodge them or else you take damage, just like the dogs.
After that was the rooftop with 3 opponents. The rooftop, you can fall off the roof and you lose a life for doing that.
A rooftop?
Yeah. This one, I might have actually beat this one.
Rooftop? Which one?
You never played the rooftop. I did this one day. I was like, you know what? I'm done playing this game. I'm not going to grind it out because that's what the game is. It's an old game. If you were paying top dollar for a brand new game back in 1995, they wanted to give you some replayability. So they make the game super hard so that you have to grind it out. There's only 8 maps on this. If they were easy, you would play all the maps and then you'd be done with the game, right? It wouldn't be very fun. Or it wouldn't have longevity. You'd be done the game and it would sit on your shelf after a while. So what they do is they make it incredibly hard. So you have to play it over each mission over and over and over again, learning the map, learning where the repair stations are, learning different strategies for different maps, and just to the point where you just know each map like the back of your hand because that's the only way you're gonna beat it and move on. And if I had really played this game back in 1995, I would have not had access to the internet to get those codes. And I would have been 8 years old. So I would not know. I wouldn't have friends I'd be able to get the code from. I wouldn't know who to talk to. Maybe if you were a young adult or teenager back in 1995, you'd know, oh, I can go to the video game store and talk to the guys there, or there's probably magazines that would publish the codes, or there were ways probably of finding that, or you would have had more friends that were playing it as well.
Wait. You said there's codes?
There's codes, yeah.
You could have told me that and I could have beat the game already.
Well,
the game would have been over.
Well, you know what? For season 2, we're going to play Twisted Metal 2, so maybe I'll show you some codes for that one. But I like trying to see how far we can get, and then once it just gets so hard that I'm like, you know what? I'm not grinding this out.
Yeah, you cheated in the one game.
Then I cheated in this one too. That's what the codes are. It's cheating.
Why do you cheat?
Because old games can get super frustrating, and if I'm frustrated and not have...
I don't cheat in Fortnite.
That's because it's a new game. It's polished. It's not frustrating. Like going back and playing a 30-year-old game.
You get so frustrated in that game when you die, bro. You're like, you throw the controller at the couch, bro. You get so mad.
That never happened once.
Yes, it has. I've seen you do it.
Twisted Metal?
Yes.
When? Man, I don't rage quit. What are you talking about?
So you're standing up one day when me and Mom were driving back from Grandma and Grandpa's house, and you were just sitting there, standing up.
What game was I playing?
I don't know. You were just standing around like,
what game was that?
And you were like,
there was one.
And you just threw it.
What game? I didn't.
What game was that?
Oh, I remember there was one game that was really making me mad.
I know. And you threw a controller at the coach.
That doesn't happen very often, though. That's bugging me. I can't remember. It doesn't.
I've done it like once, maybe.
Yeah.
I rage quit a lot. Remember when I was like 4 or 5? When I was playing Fortnite, and I would rage quit up here, like
Yeah. Well, Twisted Metal did not make me rage quit. I thought it was a super chill game.
What game was it? It might have been a Lord of the Rings game. Oh, what game was it? I don't know what game it is.
What?
We did it on the Lord of the Rings podcast.
It was one of the Lord of the Rings games?
Yes, it was that Shadow of Mordor.
No.
Yeah,
No, it definitely was not. I can't, for the life of me, remember. It doesn't matter, though.
Well, it's probably GTA, possibly.
So, Rooftop, 3 opponents, and Minion, who was last year's winner. So, the game says that Minion was last year's winner, whereas on backlog.com, it says that Darkseid, who drives a large armor car and fires multiple missiles at once. So this write-up on, I'm going to go ahead and say this write-up on Backlogged is wrong. Because we just played the game and I took notes. It never told you who the winner was until the end of the game when you get there, and his name's Minion. And Darkseid drives the semi. So this is wrong.
Wait, Minion? There's a Minion in the game?
That's the guy's name. His name's Minion.
Can I play?
Last year's winner. His name's Minion.
Wait, can I play right now and you do it?
We'll play after. We'll pause here in a minute and we can play it.
Yeah.
And then there is the Fight of Your Life bonus level versus I don't know how many opponents, and I believe that's on the Rooftop again. Yeah, it's a bonus level. And that's the game. So yeah, it's a grind. It's not a huge game. There's only 2 game modes, 8 different locations, 12 different vehicles, and that's the game. You play it over and over again, getting better and better at it, and see how far you can get.
You can't get that far. I'm gonna beat the game.
And yeah, we made it halfway to the end.
I'm gonna beat the game. You know what? I'm gonna beat the game. Wait, pause. I'm gonna beat the game.
It's tough. You can go ahead and beat it if you want.
I'm gonna order for it.
So, again, at the end of this, you said you were kind of like, it's okay, I wouldn't recommend it to anyone, but now you're sitting here saying you want to play it again.
Yeah, I recommend it.
So now talking about it, you're kind of remembering it a bit more and thinking it's pretty good, or
now
what?
that there's codes.
Because you got stuck, right? You get to a level that you can't beat.
I almost wanted to throw my controller one day.
And that's why I'm saying back in the day, you can't just breeze through games like you can nowadays. Because nowadays you play a game, the game is 20 hours long. So they can make it a little easier. They can teach you how to play it a bit better because you're gonna get your money's worth with that much content.
No,
whereas
Fortnite's
it is unlimited game.
Fortnite's the best game ever because you can play it for the rest of your life.
And it's multiplayer, so it's not really comparable to this game.
Yeah, it is. It's so comparable. It's just so better. Like it's like better by $1 million. I can bet
it's amazing,
in
but
infinite money that it's better than that game.
Fortnite wasn't possible back in 1995.
Yes, it was.
In 1995.
Yes, you're born there.
There was no internet.
Yeah, there was. Then how'd you play that game?
It was a video game console.
Yeah, it's a video game console. They need internet.
No, they don't.
A PS4 needs internet.
A PS1 doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
A Super Nintendo does not connect to the internet. Doesn't even have a connect. It doesn't have.
PS5 needs internet.
PS5. When did that come out? 2020. 30 years after this game.
No,
25 years.
I haven't had mine for 5 years.
No, you didn't get it right when it came out.
Yeah, I did. It came out in
So
2022.
you're comparing an online shooter game that's currently running in 2025 to a driving combat game that came out in 1995. They're not comparable.
Yes, there is. There's a comparable of betterness.
So, in order to get your money's worth back in 1995, you had to make games harder. You couldn't make them like they are nowadays. Nowadays, you can just pack way more stuff into a game and just make the file size 20 times the size of this game. And just give more content and make the game more accessible, easier to learn, and therefore less frustrating. That's the difference between games now and games 30 years ago. I think it's a fun game to hop into. It's not a huge game. It's not going to take up a huge amount of your time. You're not going to play it forever, but it's fun to hop in and play a game from back then that is still enjoyable now too. You got anything else you want to add to this review before we move on?
I'm going to play and tell you guys how far I got.
Sounds good. And then next up, we will review Twisted Metal Season 1. All right, so next up, the ListoCorps Podcast watched Season 1 of the Twisted Metal TV show from 2023. We're now in 2025 and Season 2 just came out. So we're finally going to be able to watch Season 2 now that we're recording our episode, aren't we? The show stars Anthony Mackie and Stephanie Beatrice. And
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe from
Sweet Tooth.
He plays Sweet. Well, he's the body of Sweet Tooth, and Will Arnett does the voice of Sweet Tooth, because he wears a mask all the time, so you don't really see his mouth moving. So it's pretty easy to sync up the voice, right? Where's Joe Samoa from? How do we know him?
WWE.
Samoa Joe, that's right, WWE wrestler. And Anthony Mackie. Off the top of my head, Anthony Mackie's in the Avengers movies. That's what I recognize him from. Let's see what else he's in. He was in The Hurt Locker. I don't remember a ton of The Hurt Locker, which is a cool war movie. What else would I have seen him in? He's got one of those faces where you feel like you've seen him a million times, but really, I'm just going through his movies right now. Besides the Avengers, I haven't seen him in anything.
You see him on the front page in one of the Avengers. Oh, I saw him.
Well, yeah, these are all the movies that he's been in that I'm scrolling through right now. And all I've seen him in is Avengers. Ant-Man. He's done a ton of movies, sorry. Gangster Squad I saw. I don't remember him in that either. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter I saw, and I don't remember him in. Yeah, Notorious. Do I remember him in Notorious? I think he was in the Eminem movie too, actually, now that I think about it. I want to say he was, but it's not popping up on here. Anyways, he's a pretty popular actor. What did you think of him in this show?
He was really good.
The main guy, the milkman.
He was really, really good.
I know when they announced the show was coming out, I was pretty excited about it, and then they started releasing like images from the show, and I'm like, this looks amazing. And then they released a trailer, and it was like the fight scene of Anthony Mackie and Sweet Tooth in like the casino, like all the slot machines and everything. I remember seeing the trailer, and it was kind of silly in tone, which I didn't expect. And I'm like, oh, like, is the violence going to go all the way? Like, is it going to be gritty enough? And it didn't really hook me. And then you and I watched the show, and I think it worked a lot better when you watch the whole show. Like, that trailer didn't really do it justice, I don't think. Because what did you think of this show?
It was amazing.
It was amazing. You and I actually, it's 10 episodes, and then they're only half an hour each. And so you and I ripped through this show, like watch an episode a night or two sometimes. And we ripped through it pretty quick. And you were right into it, weren't you? I liked it too. It was better than I expected, and I'm excited for season 2. I would actually recommend the show to people. And then like we just reviewed the game, which went really well with the show, I think, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it was fun playing the game and watching the show at the same time? And so now I'm excited to play Twisted Metal 2 and watch season 2. We could even probably play 2 Twisted Metal games while we watch the show, honestly, right? Because there's like 8 games or something like that. I don't want to wait for season 3 before we play the next one. Kind of want to play 2 of them right now. What do you think? You're just good with 1?
Yeah.
It's starring Anthony Mackie and Stephanie Beatrice. Stephanie Beatrice, I recognize from a show called Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which is a very funny show.
She played quiet.
She was quiet. She was the girl in that. And she kind of, her character in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, she's, oh, my app just froze. She's kind of like this grumpy, sarcastic girl. And in this show, she's kind of a grumpy, sarcastic girl too, right?
Oh, she's in Enchanto?
She does I guess she does a...
Who's she in Encanto?
Encanto.
Who is she?
She does a voice of Mirabelle. She's the main girl.
She's Mirabelle?
Yeah.
What?
That's cool, eh? See if there's anything else. Probably not. The only thing I really know her from is Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
She sometimes gets...
She does a lot of voice acting.
She gets grumpy in...
The Legend of Vox Machina. That looks cool.
She's grumpy in Enchanto, too. They're grumpy in Enchanto.
Yeah, so she's kind of typecast as a grumpy girl. In this show, over the course of the season, she kind of cheers up a little bit, I'd say.
The Bob's Burger.
She's done voices in Bob's Burger,
Family
Family Guy,
Guy.
Robot Chicken, American Dad. She does a ton of voice acting. That's cool. But I think she's just going to get bigger and bigger. There's a Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous.
That's
animated
the
movie.
cartoon show.
Is it a show?
It's a show.
It looks like a movie.
It's a cartoon.
Oops.
It's not good.
Yeah, tons of voice acting. I think she's going to get more roles. Like she's pretty good in this show, I think, eh?
Yeah.
I think she should do more work for sure.
She's one of the main characters.
The other guy that I really recognize in this show is the guy that played the cop, Thomas Hayden Church. I want to say is he the guy from The Mask, or he's from George of the Jungle?
He's in Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man, yeah.
He played all the Spider-Mans. Aquaman.
Hellboy. Peanut Butter Falcon. I saw that movie. That was kind of funny.
What the heck is that?
What do I recognize him from? Daddy's Home.
Oh, Daddy.
John Carter. Bunch of Spider-Man stuff.
She was in Charlotte.
George of the Jungle. There we go. Yeah, that's what he was in. He wasn't in The Mask. Him and that actor, the guy who played the villain in The Mask, I kind of mix their faces up. But George of the Jungle is a goofy show from when I was a kid from the 90s.
Goofy Owl Grove.
So, and he's pretty good too, eh? The cop guy. He plays a good villain.
Yep.
And yeah, so I like the show. It's awesome. The video games, if you have PlayStation Plus, they're free on there. They don't take up much space on your hard drive, and they're easy games, just easy comfort food games.
I deleted them on my PS5. We only play them on the PS4, so I deleted them.
Yeah, we play them together, so you can just play it on my PS4 whenever.
Mm.
But it's fun. It was a fun pairing the games up with the show.
I needed internet, okay? I didn't have enough free space to download Fortnite, okay? So I had to get rid of it.
Yeah, we need to get you an external hard drive to just get you more space on that thing. Like I've got that little hard drive that I sit on top of my PS4. We need one of those for your PS5, so you can have more than however many games you got on there right now.
8.
8 games, yeah.
That's good. I only play like 4 of them.
Yeah, I know, but it's nice. I like it just having games. Whatever mood I'm in, I'm like, I don't have to sit here and download that game. I already have it.
Well, I play at least 5 of the games. I play Rec Room, Roblox, Fortnite, baseball, and hockey.
You've been playing skate too, eh?
Oh yeah, no, I don't play baseball anymore. I mean, not hockey anymore.
Yeah, I'll have to get the new one.
I do have the new hockey one.
26?
No.
Yeah, so 26
Did it come out?
No, it usually comes out around this time, so I bet you it comes out at the end of the month.
Yeah, you're getting me that for Christmas.
Should look that up. So Twisted Metal, let's get into it then, shall we?
Yeah, we should.
All right, so episode 1 just starts off and it just basically says that a virus has destroyed the world. The world is basically, it's like Mad Max. It's post-apocalyptic. The cities are all in ruins. They have these kind of communities set up all over the place that are heavily guarded. And so inside the communities, they kind of have normal life. Outside the community, there's no law.
Yeah.
Like you just rob people, and everyone's driving around in these cars that have machine guns on them.
And you're allowed to beat up people.
And they're starving. And so we follow the milkman, who's played by Anthony Mackie, and his car Evelyn, which is a 2002 Subaru Impreza WRX with machine gun turrets on the front fenders. It starts off with a cool car chase. You remember that one? Like it through the malls and everything like that.
Yeah.
It kind of sets the tone for what kind of show we're in for. And I think it was a good way to start. Because we'll start off by saying right off the bat, in season 1, they don't go to the tournament. Right? It's more Mad Max. It's more this milkman. His job is to take deliveries from colony to colony. So yeah, if you're live in one of these colonies and you break a law, you get exiled and you go out to the wasteland. So the wasteland's just full of criminals who don't get along with any of these colonies, aren't allowed in there. And so he makes deliveries from the one colony to another colony, but he's not part of a colony. He's not allowed in any of these places, really. He just goes, picks up a package, and that's how he gets paid. That's how he gets food. There's people starving all over the place. So being a milkman's a pretty good job. Also a very dangerous job, because whatever you're transporting, somebody else is going to want to steal that, see what you got, and maybe even steal your job, because it's such a sweet job. You make the delivery, then all of a sudden you become the milkman, right?
Yeah. It's just first to get the package.
The colony of San Francisco wants to talk to him, so they let him in, and it's Sydney from Scream. I forget her name. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Christina.
No. Oh, no. I'm scrolling. Where is it? She's not even on the...
You passed her. She was right there.
No, that's not her.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely not.
What's her name?
Where is she? That's weird.
What's her name?
Let's see if Weird that she's not on the cast list on IMDb. They dropped the ball on that one. Let's look up Scream then. Oh, that's making me so mad. Neve Campbell. That's who it is. So Neve Campbell is kind of the leader of this new San Francisco colony. She wants him to pick up a package from New Chicago. In return, he will become a citizen of New San Fran. And something seems off with this lady. We don't trust her, right? But she kind of shows him what life is like inside New San Francisco, how awesome it is in there. There's like city streets and people are going out for coffee, and it is nothing like the wasteland, right?
Yeah.
It's like normal life.
And he also gets max food. He's got room service in his house. His house gets room service too.
Yeah. So I mean, sounds like a pretty good deal. Going all the way from San Francisco, which is West Coast, to East Coast Chicago, you got to go across all of the U.S. and in some of the most dangerous territories. So it's kind of a suicide mission almost.
And he had to do it in 8 days.
That's right. He's on a time limit, isn't he? I didn't have that written down, but he's on a time limit. And then it cuts to some new other characters. The girl that we were talking about.
Quiet? And her brother?
Yeah, her name's Quiet.
And her brother?
And her brother, that's exactly right. Stephanie Beatrice. It shows them, and they're bandits. They're out robbing people in the wasteland, and this cop, who seems kind of like an evil dude, right? But they're kind of, and there is no law, but so that they're like, we are the law, basically. Like, we're cops. We're gonna make sure nobody's committing crimes out in the wasteland. And so it's his brother and sister that they capture, and he makes the brother. He says one of you has to die and gives him a gun with one bullet in it. One of them has to die, and the brother grabs the gun and shoots himself. And then the next thing we see is the milkman driving down the road, and the sister, Quiet, holds up his car at gunpoint.
Yeah.
And steals his car, and then the last thing we see at the end of this episode is a huge ice cream truck roaring towards them as she's trying to steal the car from him. All of a sudden they're like, what is that? There's this crazy looking ice cream truck coming down the road. Playing the game, we know who the ice cream truck is.
Sweet Tooth.
And that's who we want to see, right? That's a great way to end the first episode. It's like, oh, now I gotta watch episode 2 because Sweet Tooth is coming, right?
I remember on the last day where we were like, can we watch episode 10? Yeah, let's watch episode 10. We watch episode 10. We got one more episode!
Yeah.
We can do it!
It was...
We'll stay up till 1 in the morning! We stayed up till like 1 in the morning that day too.
When we were finishing it, we're like, oh man, we got one episode left. Yeah, let's do it.
And we stayed up till like 1 in the morning because we were eating popcorn and we didn't finish it. So we had to stay up a little longer.
Episode 2. Quiet and the milkman take off together to get away from this big beefy dude in a clown mask with an ice cream truck and spikes on the front and machine gun turrets. It's Sweet Tooth. Then we cut back to those evil cop dudes, and they're busting up a cannibal farm. Basically a farm out in the wasteland where they are keeping humans that they eat for food. They have 2 guards that are, the cannibals have them in like tubs and they're marinating them with like barbecue sauce or something because they're going to eat the guards, right? And then they recruit those 2 guards.
But the fat guy's up to something.
Yeah. So the one guard is kind of, he's kind of the soldier type one, and then there's a chubbier guard, and he kind of
can't hit his shots. He's got the worst aim.
He can't hit his shots, but he also kind of doesn't want to. He kind of seems like he doesn't want to kill people.
He's a nice guy.
He's kind of a nice guy, right? Then we cut back to Quiet and the milkman as they park at like a casino hotel I think they're in Vegas, aren't they? Yeah, in Vegas. And they get out and Sweet Tooth chases them into the casino, and there's a fight/chase scene through all the slot machines. And then the music kicks in, and it's Cisco, the thong song, thong, ta thong, 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 which was popular back when I was younger. You probably never even heard that song before.
Yeah. Thong, 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 thong.
You'd probably like that music video. I'm not going to show you it, though. Then, and they're both they end up singing it, and they end up becoming buddies because they both love Cisco, which is kind of ridiculous.
The best friends.
Then Sweet Tooth says he wants to be an actor, and he's written a play, so he wants to put on this play for Quiet and Milkman and get their feedback from them. And the play is terrible. It's all like he's basically reading like the rules from the hotel because he's psycho. He's nuts. And he's been alone and all he knows is where he's lived, and it's a really bizarre play that he puts on, and it's crap. And Milkman tries to tell him, oh, it's awesome, but then Quiet's like, that sucked, that was terrible. And he actually respects that she says that and gives honest advice, right, instead of just telling him what he wants to hear. And he lets them leave. He lets them go. This crazy dude let him go.
Then doesn't the episode end?
No, then it cuts back to the cops, and they're initiating those two
Bank robbers.
No, the guards that they recruited, and they're having them like shoot people basically, right? And that's when he can't hit his shot, and that other guy hits the shot for him, his buddy, right? So he's kind of carrying the one guy along, like, because
so he shot the one guy, then quickly grabbed the other guy's sniper and shot the guy through the back window.
Yeah, so he's kind of saved his buddy's life there, because if you don't pass the initiation, I think they just kill you. Or I don't know what happens.
No, they just let you go.
Maybe let you go, and then you kind of want to join these cops because they have a really big organization, and
they got lots of food.
You're well fed and taken care of if you follow their rules, right? Sweet Tooth burns down the hotel and hits the road. Milkman leaves with Quiet. She's looking for someone.
Yeah.
And they run into the police and get tasered. And that's how that episode ends.
What?
They get tasered by the police.
Who gets tasered?
Quiet and the Milkman.
Oh, yeah, they get tasered.
That's how that episode ends. Episode 3. The cop's name is Agent Stone, and he tortures them to find out who made the map that the Milkman has to get him to Chicago. Because on the map it shows where all the police outposts are. So he wants to know who gave you this map, because this guy's ratting out our organization here, right? Like, this guy needs to be taken care of. Well, he's getting tortured. Milkman has flashbacks to the beginning of the apocalypse, or the end of the world, right? A computer virus shut down all the technology, including airplanes. Like, anything that was electronic just went dead. Stone was... Oh no, okay, this is a Stone flashback, not a Milkman flashback. Stone was a mall cop who no one respected, and he ended up just losing it, and he ends up killing a kid by accident. And that's kind of what made him go evil. Milkman convinces that nice guard dude to help them escape. And there's...
Because they would get pushed off a ledge.
Yeah, basically they're gonna get
killed.
They have all this prison where they keep all the inmates, and you sit in like this waiting room, and when your time comes up, they take you down this hallway, and you get pushed down like a reservoir.
Like a 1 million foot drop of spikes at the bottom.
Yeah, you're dead. So that's where
unless you grab onto the side of the thing and climb yourself back up.
Which would be unlikely.
Well, I could do that.
That's how you'd survive that? Yeah.
Or I would just fall on my back. I would never die.
So Stu is the security guard's name, and he escapes with them. And Quiet sneaks into... So the... what's his name? Stone, his right-hand man, his name's Shepard. He's an evil dude. And Quiet sneaks in on him in his office and pistol whips him to death.
Yeah.
And then they go to hop into Evelyn and drive away. And I think they open up like the trunk, and it hits Stu in the face and like knocks him out.
No, so they had to they needed a push. So Stu was pushing it. And so when they were pushing it, they started the car and the trunk went up and knocked Stu out.
Yeah, he got knocked out.
And then that's how the episode ended.
They had to leave him behind, which is not good for Stu, is it?
No.
That's how that episode ended. They left Stu behind, and we feel bad for Stu, don't we? we're kind of rooting for this guy. Episode 4 starts off with the duo getting surrounded by semis and pushed into one of the trailers. Like, there's all these semi trucks just working together. Quite
Sussy.
Huh?
Like weird, like sus.
Sussy, yeah. And they box them in, and then the one comes up behind them and just shoves them into the back of another semi. They're a community that's always on the move using their poop as fuel. I don't remember them using their poop as fuel, but apparently that's what they do in this. I've got that written down. That's funny. There's a movie theater scene.
Yeah.
Is it inside it's one of the semis? There's a movie theater?
Yeah.
And this is when Quiet and Milkman, John Doe his name is, start kind of to talk to each other. Like right now they're just with each other because they had to run away from Sweet Tooth. They had to escape from the cops. And now they got pushed into the semi. They're just with each other because they had to be. They haven't really had a minute to be like, hey, you were trying to steal my car. And now we're working together to survive. And so they kind of start to open up a little bit here and kind of get to know each other. There's a lady that runs this community that's on the road. Her name's Granny. And she offers him weapon upgrades to his vehicle if he goes to Topeka to grab meds. He brings the meds back, and she uses the meds for euthanasia, which is a medic, like if someone is dying and they go to the hospital, they can kind of be put down, basically, right? It's illegal in most places, but I mean, in this, she's like, they're basically just carrying me along. I'm going to die anyways, and she kind of puts herself down, and they have a big funeral / party on these trains. And the milkman knows these people too, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're all milkmen. Everyone in there is a milkman.
Yeah, this is the kind of like the milkman community almost, right?
Yeah.
So, this is a safe place for them, kind of, it seems, right? Like they're pretty organized and heavily armored.
Yeah, they're bulletproof. Their semi's bulletproof.
Yeah, they got a good thing going on here, and that's how that episode ends. Is at the party, right?
So fast.
Episode 5, they make it to Topeka, and Quiet drugs the milkman so he can't follow her. Yeah, she's going to Topeka to look for somebody. And, she doesn't want him to be in danger or anything, so she leaves him behind and takes off without him. We cut over to Sweet Tooth. He shows up at the police outpost and starts massacring.
Well, Stu's in there. Stu's in the police outpost.
He's still there, and now they're going to push him off the ledge because they know that he's a traitor. And, this is a sweet scene where Sweet Tooth just goes in there and just murders all these cops that are in this place.
And then gets all these, and then teams up with the fat guy.
Stu. He ends up picking Stu up and being like, I like you or whatever.
You're my buddy.
And
then they get all these guys, steal all the cop cars. And these guys like, why don't we keep all these guys so these guys can be like our henchmen? so they're all just pulling up to every outpost, just destroying the car.
It's sweet. Like, Sweet Tooth is this nutbag. Like, he just walks into this cop station for no reason.
Yeah, for no reason.
He just shows up at this cop outpost and he's like, oh, you guys don't like me? Boom, just starts killing everybody. He's a psychopath. He's an absolute psychopath, but he's kind of nice to you?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yes.
He kind of is, right? Like, he let the milkman go because he was like, they bonded over Cisco. And then he saw Stu and he's like, this guy's a traitor and they're going to kill him. And he's like, I like this guy too. And so now he's building an army. Now, this psychopath has like a bunch of people following him, which is kind of weird, but kind of awesome. My favorite parts of the whole show is Sweet Tooth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? You agree?
I like his backstory that's coming up.
Yeah. Then we go to Milkman, who's woken up by a homeless man wearing nothing but a gas mask as underwear.
Yeah. We don't need to talk about this.
What happens there? That's all I have for my note.
And then, so then he goes over, and so the homeless guy has a knife in his pocket.
Yeah.
And he tries to stab the milkman. And the milkman punches him, grabs the knife, and then stabs the homeless guy.
Oh, the naked guy. We go back to Topeka, and that's Stone's headquarters. Mm-hmm. That's who Quiet is looking for, is Stone, because he made her brother kill himself. Quiet gets spotted right away and escorted to Stone. Quiet and Stone have a real Twisted Metal style battle. Right in the town, they end up. Does she steal a car? She steals no, she has a cop car. They find her and escort her, and then she takes off in her car, and they end up like ripping around the streets, actually like machine gunning each other, and it feels like the actual game at this point, right? Like this is the first, well, I guess the second actual like road battle. Her car is flipped, and the milkman shows up just in time to rocket launch Stone and save her. So Stone gets shot with a rocket launcher here.
Still doesn't die.
He's not dead?
Wait, isn't this the one where the semis pull up? And Sweet Tooth pulls up?
I think that's like the end, I think. We'll get there.
Okay.
But yeah, we don't see Stone die, but his car got rocket launched. But
and we
always say, if you don't see him die,
he's not dead.
He's not dead. And so he saves Quiet, even though she drugged him and left him behind. But she didn't want him to come fight her battle, right? She knew she was going into a dangerous situation and didn't want to drag him along. Episode 6, Quiet and Milkman, they have to hide from a storm, right?
Yeah.
In like a Chuck E. Cheese type place, like a children's fun center with like a ball pit and arcade. And they start smoochy kissing.
Doing something in the ball pit.
They're kissing and hugging. That's what they were doing, right? We get flashbacks of her and her brother getting tricked into becoming slaves. This is kind of like a Quiet origin story background, right? This episode was kind of one of the more boring ones. The storm outside is like a electric storm. Hey, like the lightning was like
electric.
It was like making explosions, and it was nuts. So yeah, they cannot go outside in this storm. They have to hunker down together. Mm-hmm. And so they start hooking up, and then we get her flashback, and yeah, they become slaves. Like they get offered jobs or something at this one community, and they're like, yeah, this will be great. But it ends up that they're slaves.
No, it was at that pulpit. It was at that place.
Oh, it was in that town?
No, the exact same place that they're in. That was their job.
That was where she worked? That was the restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was a restaurant.
That could be true.
Yes.
Now that you say that. And yeah, it's this weird community where like there's people, they own slaves, and like if your slave gets out of line, they'll cut your finger off and put it on their necklace. Or they'll cut your ear off and put it on their necklace. And they all wear like the body parts of their slaves. These people seem like normal people, right? Like it's a normal community, but like this weird slavery thing that they have going on is like, it doesn't really like match. Like when I say, oh, they're putting these body parts on necklaces and wearing them around, you'd think of more like cannibals or barbarians or something. But no, these are just like regular people that, oh no, I have slaves. And these are all my slaves that got out of line, right? It's a Watkins storm. That's what it's called. They wait out the storm and have some bonding time, and she gets to grieve her brother finally. Again, this is the first time they've had downtime, really, and have been alone. And she has a good cry about her brother. And she went after Stone, which was what she was kind of. That's probably she was just mad, right? So the stages of grief, they say, anger. She's going to go fight this guy, and then once she Once she fought him and he blew up, now she can actually grieve and be sad for her brother, right? They decide to be partners and head to Chicago together. And as they're driving away, on the sign to Chicago, spray painted over it, is the name Calypso. And do we know who Calypso is because we played the video game?
I don't remember who Calypso is.
Calypso is the guy who runs the Twisted Metal tournament.
Oh.
He's in charge of the Twisted Metal tournament. If you win the Twisted Metal tournament, you get whatever wish you want. Who grants that wish? Calypso. He's the man. He's the man in charge. So this is kind of some foreshadowing for people who are familiar with the game. Or even if you're not, you're like, oh, we're going to see Calypso, baby. Who's Calypso? If you haven't played the game, you're going, who's Calypso? If you have played the game, you're going, oh yeah, Calypso. All right? Episode 7 starts with a flashback to a kid on a sitcom named Marcus, who's getting upstaged by a dog named Billy. He loses it and stabs the dog to death.
No, because he said, hey, this is my sweet tooth. Yeah, you're eating too much candy, the grandma says. So he's like, oh, well, that's why I have a sweet tooth. And then the dog comes out with toilet paper on him, and you hear toilet flush.
Yeah.
And so the kid gets really, really mad and stabs the dog, and it's actually Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, because so he makes the Sweet Tooth joke, and nobody really laughs. And then when the dog comes in after the toilet flushes, everybody laughs. Right? The dog is the star of the show, even though this kid and the dog are both the stars of the show. The dog gets all the attention. And he loses his mind and ends up killing the dog.
I get it.
That's a Sweet Tooth origin story right there, right? So we've had Quiet's origin story. We've had the Stone's origin story. We've had, I said Quiet, Stone, and Sweet Tooth. And we get one more origin story. We get some of John Doe, a.k.a. the Milkman's origin story at some point, right? They grab the package from Calypso, but we don't see his face.
No.
They stop at a milkman pit stop and meet John Doe's ex-girlfriend, Bloody Mary, who is also a milkman. It's like a truck stop, like a bar with all these milkmen that all know each other. It's like a community again, right? Then we cut to Sweet Tooth, who visits the insane asylum he grew up in. His parents' bodies are rotted in the cell that he locked them in. Stu is mortified. So we got that origin story, and then Sweet Tooth, when the world started, or they put him in an insane asylum after he killed that dog, and then when the world was ending, he ended up grabbing his parents and locking them in the cell that they locked him in. And he left them there, and they died in each other's arms from starvation, probably.
And then he got really mad when he showed Quiet and
Stu.
And he kicked them, broke them all.
Yeah.
Broke their skeletons.
Yeah. John Doe tells Mary about his plans to get in New San Francisco, and she spills the beans to the rest of the bar, which causes a brawl.
As soon as Mr. Smash was going to show us his thing.
Yeah, I didn't make any notes about Mr. Smash, did I? Mr. Slam.
You didn't?
No.
You didn't make any notes about Mr. Slam?
This is the Mr. Slam scene, who is the funniest character in the show. Yeah. And the most relatable for me, anyways. That's who I relate to the most, is Mr. Slam.
Don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
You know, Mr. Slam and I, we got a lot in common. I don't know if you know. They all want the milkman's package because they all want to get into San Francisco. They're like, you got away off the streets. So they all brawl. They all want the package that he picked up from Calypso. So they all fight it out. And right before, Mr. Slam's going to put on his big show. Right? He did do his show, though, didn't he?
Did the big watermelon.
The watermelon. He smashed a watermelon in half with his wiener.
Yep.
That's why they call him Mr. Slam. That's why they called me Mr. Slam in high school, too. I used to do the same party trick. True story.
That's a lie, but okay.
Sweet Tooth has been taking out police outposts one after another, and Stone kills all his fans. Yes, so Stone kills all of Sweet Tooth's crew. Besides Stu and Stu's buddy from earlier. And they bring him in now too. So now he has both of the security guards. Right?
Yeah.
Episode 8. John Doe is a kid waking up in a car with no memory.
He smashed his head on the
He got in a car accident when the world was ending, and he doesn't remember a dang thing, and he's all by himself. So now we're getting the John Doe milkman origin story as well, right? He falls down a hill in the forest and bumps into Evelyn, and which is his car, and there's a dead guy in the driver's seat.
With a bunch of beans in the back, so he's got food.
He's got food. So he lives in this car for a while, right? When he's a kid and alone and the world has ended. We cut back to present day, and Evelyn gets stolen by the Holy Men, which is a gang of raiders. Degenerate raiders that are led by the preacher.
He's a crazy good fighter.
He was a crazy good fighter, and these guys are nuts. So this was probably the most inappropriate episode to watch with a child. They end up getting in a big fight for Evelyn, and she explodes. I guess what I left out, I thought that we would cut back to the origin story, but I guess I just didn't make notes about it. But yeah, he lived in Evelyn as a kid, and he ended up fixing her too. So he self-taught himself to work on cars and get them running and everything like that. And that you throughout the whole show, you notice that he has like a close bond with his car, right? Everyone knows that he loves his car. He loves his car more than people. And so when she blows up, it's kind of sad. Would you say?
Yeah.
Evelyn's gone. And I didn't expect that. It was almost like killing a main character off in a TV show, right? When you get attached to certain characters and then they kill them off and you're like, no, we'll never see that character again. You're kind of like, what's he going to drive now? I was sad to see Evelyn explode, right? Quiet and John get separated at this point, and she thinks he is dead. And that is that episode. Episode 9. Quiet breaks down on the road. The semi-convoy picks her up again, and John's inside. They give him a new card named Roadkill. And the lawmen show up. They prepare to battle, and Sweet Tooth shows up with his head in flames. He pours like lighter fluid all over his head and lights it, which his head is flaming in the games. Mm-hmm. So this makes sense. And he's just like ripping down the road, shooting rockets towards them, and that's how that episode ends. Kind of not very many notes that I wrote on this one, but a lot of stuff in the semi, a lot of John being sad about his car being gone. Gets the new car, and they're preparing for battle against the lawmen, heading into episode 10, the season finale, the end. Everyone is coming together. The lawmen show up. Was Stone with them? Stone was with them. He's alive. Was he burnt up or anything like that?
Yeah, he was just all in smoke.
He had some war wounds from when that car exploded. Like, he survived somehow. So yeah, we got all three of the groups kind of converging here. We got the lawmen, we got the milkmen, and we got Sweet Tooth and his gang. All showing up at the same time to have a massive twisted metal battle. Episode 10. They battle it out on an airstrip. The convoy leader drives a race car. Sweet Tooth shoots a ton of rockets and blows up the semi with the doctor lady in it. So that was kind of a main character. She's dead. Stu shoots Sweet Tooth and then runs him over.
And his mask fell off.
Stu shoots Sweet Tooth and then runs him over. Stu shot him. Because he's like, this guy's a psychopath. After he saw what he did to his parents, his own parents, Stu kind of is like, all right, I can't really roll with this guy. He's absolutely nuts, right? Quiet and John collide head-on with Stone. They have a head-on collision. He pulls a gun on Quiet, and John throws a hatchet at his face.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. Now this time we've seen him die. And I don't think you're coming back from a hatchet in the face. What do you think?
Nope.
Not happening? This time we saw it. It's on camera. Stone is dead. Quiet leaves him a gun oh no, he's not dead. He's got a hatchet in his face. Quiet leaves him a gun to kill himself or die slowly from the wound. As they drive away, you hear a gunshot. I guess he could still be alive again now, right? I was wrong. We didn't see him die. We heard the gunshot and he had a hatchet in his face. So he could come back next
No, we saw the explosion though. There was a car explosion.
We saw him explode before. You know what? He's coming back for season 2 and he's going to have a massive scar down the middle of his face. Isn't he? He survived. You didn't see him die.
He survived.
He's not dead. So now, that battle's over. It was a sweet battle. Would you say? That's what we're looking for in Twisted Metal TV show, right? Big, huge car battles with rocket launchers, and the hatchet to the face was just a bonus. You never get out of the cars in the first Twisted Metal game, anyways. So they finish the delivery to Neve Campbell, and they don't let Quiet in. They're like, the deal was made with the milkman. You don't get to bring a guest in here. You don't get to bring someone in here. That wasn't part of the deal.
And then Quiet shoots him. Quiet shoots him with a sleep gun.
Yeah, and he says, well, I'm not going without you. And she's like, yeah, you are. You get to go live in a colony. And we're not both staying out here in the wasteland. If one of us gets to live, one of us is going to live. Get in there. And, she forces him to go in there. The package John was delivering was ice cream.
Yep.
It was a container of ice cream. That's it. That's why he drove across the world, or the country. They want him in their group for a secret reason, but they don't tell him yet. And so now we see him on the inside for a while, and life is great on the inside. He's drawing pictures of wieners on toaster strudels with the icing. He gets set up on a date, but he's having trouble settling in, and Mrs. Quiet, who is back on the streets as a bandit again, robbing milkmen. She just goes back to what she was doing with her brother before she met John Doe. He decides to leave. He doesn't want to live here. He's not happy knowing that she's out there. On his way out, they stop him and they show him his childhood home and a package of photos of him and his family when he was younger. And if you remember, he has no memory of
who his family is, they've done.
So they were holding on to this, thinking this is our backup plan. We also see at certain points, like everyone that he knows, Neve Campbell, after they talk to him, goes up and has like a conversation with him. Like they're all faking being nice to him. They're like, this is all fake. Like it seems like this nice place to live, but it's all fake. Even this girl that he's going on these dates with, it's all just set up, right? And his memories start flooding back in though, but he still wants to leave. He's held at gunpoint. He is not allowed to leave. We wanted to keep you here on your own free will, but if you want to leave, we have no choice but to keep you as a prisoner. She tells him that she is enlisting John in a tournament put on by Calypso, the Twisted Metal tournament. The winner gets their greatest desire. So yeah, he's going to the tournament. That's kind of the last thing we see about John Doe in this season.
And then Quiet's going down the road, gets stopped by his people, and this girl says, "Hey, do you know my brother? He goes by the name John." And then the movie ends.
That's right. That ends. That's the last time we see Quiet in this season. So who knows? So John Doe is getting put in the tournament. Quiet got picked up by some masked group of women who's claimed to know John, who claims to be John's sister. And then the credits roll, and after the credit scene, Stu and his buddy are sitting by a fire enjoying their reunion. They're back together. They're not part of the lawmen. They're not with Sweet Tooth. It's just the two of them. Life is good.
With these fake girls that are mannequins.
And then Sweet Tooth shows up.
And murders the one guy and then takes Stu away.
Yeah, just kills Stu's buddy. Like, that was crazy, eh?
And
just
then
hacks him up and then drags Stu off into the bushes. So
Stu's probably going to get kidnapped. He's going to put him in a jail in the back of his truck while they're in the tournament. And then he's going to open the back of his truck and Stu's just going to go flying all the back of his truck.
So, yeah, that's predictions, I guess. See, that's season 1. They gave a lot of, they set up a lot of threads for season 2, right? Like, where's it going to go? So this girl claims to be John Doe's sister. Do you think she's John Doe's sister?
Nope.
Who do you...
Yeah, I think she's John Doe's sister, but I don't think the one girl that showed him the pictures, that's a lie. That's just edited. That's just printed. That's just form printed. That's all.
Yeah,
it's got to be printed because the sister wasn't in it. One of those is fake.
Or she's lying, because if she's been out here and finds Quiet and says, "Oh, you know my brother," why couldn't she have found John before? Like, he seems to know a lot of people.
Yeah, but
why now is she claiming to be John's sister and picking up Quiet? Like, what these people? I have no idea what they are.
I don't know what's going on.
I have no idea what's happening with Quiet and this group of people. That one is completely out of left field. There's no... We don't know, right?
Yeah.
Lawman, I kind of said I think he's going to come back with a scar down the middle of his face. I think they're still around. Yeah, Stu and Sweet Tooth are probably going to enter the tournament, right?
Mm-hmm.
We both agree on that. And John is being forced to enter the tournament as Nev Campbell's driver. So does she get the wish if he wins, or does he get the wish? She's probably going to blackmail him somehow into, you have to make this wish for me and then I'll let you go, or she'll capture Quiet and be like, I'll kill your girlfriend if you don't let me make the wish or something, right?
Yeah.
Season 1 of Twisted Metal. Pretty good show, eh? You think so?
Yeah. Great show.
Great show.
Amazing.
Now we can start season 2. I'm excited for that. We have been started Marvel Zombies recently, so maybe we'll finish Marvel Zombies and then hop right into Twisted Metal.
Yay!
And start playing that game a bit.
Yay!
And have another episode of that out.
Yay!
And that's episode 4 of the ListoCorps Podcast.
Yeah!
Next episode, I think we're going to do our Superman vs. Fantastic Four episode.
Yeah!
We'll start recording that right away. And then I would like to, if we can get that one out in the next week, then the following week we could probably do a Halloween episode with a couple horror movies. I got a couple of movies picked out that we could just stream together and do kind of a horror episode.
Yeah!
You like the sounds of that?
Yeah!
Right on. Listo, where can people follow us? Yeah!
Yeah! Wait, do we have Instagram?
We're ListoCorps at Instagram.
YouTube.
ListoCorps on YouTube.
You could probably search up Spotify.
That's where you can stream our episodes. Really anywhere, except we're not on Apple yet because they really hate my Android phone. I made an account, but it won't let me verify, and I kind of hate Apple. I'm going to have to use your mom's phone to verify my stinking Apple, and then we can attach it to whatever. People don't care. People don't care. Yeah. Instagram, YouTube, Spotify. Those are the main places. You can send us emails and we will read them at the beginning of our next episode or comment on our stuff, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Follow us, like us, subscribe. We'd love to build a little community here, talk with everybody. Email us at listocorps@hotmail.com. And we'll see y'all next time.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Mr. Father-Son vibe. Listo and Corpse, yeah, we're keeping it alive. Talking movies, board games, video game grind. Two minds combined, sharp wit intertwined. Listo Corpse, where the convo's a feast. From the classics to the new, with the beauty and the beast. Grab a seat, hit play, let the banter increase. Father and son, we unleash the unleashed. Corpse got the wisdom, the dad jokes galore. Listo bringing heat, young blood never a bore. Controllers and hand dice hitting the floor. Breaking down the lore, always coming back for more. From the screen to the table, we dissect and explore. Hidden gems and blockbusters, legends and the lore. Press start, roll the dice, open up the next door. Father-son duo, never hear you yell and snore. Corpse got the deep cuts, Listo keeps it fresh. Opinions fly sharp like a cinematic sketch. Talking plot twist, Easter eggs, what to digest. A podcast, the quest, every topic gets addressed. Listo Corpse, where the convo's a feast. From the classics to the new, with the beauty and the beast. Grab a seat, hit play, let the banter increase. Father and son, we unleash the unleashed.